The sound.
Good idea.
That would be great. Da, da,
Oh.
da. You
Oh.
can press the button. So good.
Yes,
So
I'm learning.
very,
I'm
very
learning.
Good
All right.
job.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
All right.
He can be taught.
So Fury is joining the table now. Hi everyone. Here we go again. We're waiting for her to join the chat and turn on their cameras and stuff. So I'm just gonna ramble on for a few minutes. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone had a good week. Thank you for joining us. We are here for session 4 of Tyranny of Dragons, and I'm gonna let my players start introducing themselves before we do any kind of recap. So I'm going to start at the left and go across, skipping over Vermouth, who's not here yet.
I am here.
Oh my god, there she goes.
Jesus Christ, you never pay attention, I swear to God.
I was paying attention. You were not there. In fact, I looked up at the thing, and all I see is an OBS symbol.
Right, because my camera's acting up all of a sudden. Like, I just joined, and it's like, there for a second, I take a sip of water, it's gone.
That happened to
OBS.
somebody yesterday. It's OBS.
They happened this morning to me
Oh, maybe it was this
and
morning.
everything.
That's
Yeah.
frustrating.
Yeah.
Well, it's
right
not
before
OBS,
stream, I
it's-
look over. I'm like, what the fuck?
Trying to use my Navita broadcaster.
Ah.
Mm.
All right, well, you work that out while Ginia introduces herself, tell everybody who you are, who you're playing, and why you're here. Well, you don't have to tell them why you're here, but
I'm here under duress.
send help
against your will.
Blink twice if you need us to send someone.
So I'm Foxy Project. I'm a variety streamer, mostly play 7 Days to Die. And I am playing Jinya, a high elf cleric who has gone out into the world in search of adventure and is super excited to get into any sort of trouble that she can get into.
She lived a sheltered life.
She did live a sheltered life. That's why she's ready to jump into adventure, not realizing at first exactly how dangerous the world can be.
Yeah.
But we're learning.
We're learning. And then we have, sitting right next to her is Vermouth. And they're not really sitting next to each other, but in the cameras, they're just lined up. Go ahead, Vermouth.
Hello. Hi, Buried Fate, playing Vermouth, Jinya's cousin, elf sorceress who commits war crimes, apparently. But I'm also a streamer sometimes, doing a variety of games depending on my mood and if people want to play with me or not. So yeah.
Yay. I don't know. She never invites me to play.
That's not true. You're always busy. I would invite you, but like I said, you're always busy.
I am not.
Invite him right now. Get him to say yes, and then he can't back out.
There you
Pick
go.
a date, time, and a game right now. Do it.
Well, yeah, you got a lot to say, Vera. Why don't you tell everybody who you are?
I'm next in line anyways. That's the only reason I spoke up. I can look at the stream too. I'm Rhino.
Somebody check the stream, make sure there's sound.
Yeah, somebody
was
check.
sound.
Okay.
I am a elf monk, and I don't commit war crimes. I haven't killed anyone. I just punch people till they don't move, unconscious. Yep.
Perfect. And then we have Roz.
Hi, I'm Loco1956 in chat. I don't do any kind of streaming, and I play Roz, the Tabaxi Ranger.
And then last but not least, Songbird.
I'm Lady Medula, also known as Lady M. I am also a variety streamer here on Twitch, and I am playing Songbird, who is a bard just taking over for her mentor who was tragically killed at the beginning of this. Songbird has some issues to resolve because she hasn't been able to actually sit and contemplate this. You may find she's going to crack at one point.
I'm here for it. So, would anybody like to volunteer to recap what has happened over the last couple of sessions? I didn't think I was going to get a volunteer. So, So go ahead and roll d20s. Low roll gets to do it.
Uh-oh. That wasn't on the table. Hold on. There it
Remember,
goes.
You gotta aim for the little box.
You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god.
Songbird,
Favorite recapper.
I guess you are going to have to do it again. Wait, didn't you do it last time?
I did it the first
The
time.
last 2 times.
And the last
It has been the last 2 times?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I did it. Let's see. We've had 3 episodes. I did it the first and I did it the second or third.
Yeah, that's not fair. All right, you don't have to roll. So who's next in line? Ginia. You're
All
next.
right. Tag. All right. So our adventurers had arrived back at the keep. They'd been beaten up. They're tired. They've got bumps and bruises everywhere. They get back to the keep. They get a stern talking to from the dwarf about the incident at the mill. And we've been trying to figure out how the kobolds knew that we were coming, because it seemed like they knew. Like, it seemed like they had an idea that we were going to be there. So we're still trying to figure out how they knew. While we're kind of resting and recuperating and trying to find medical supplies so we can get healed up, Songbird notices that there are some soldiers talking amongst themselves and kind of pointing at Vermouth. So she walks over to find out what they are talking about, and she finds out that
Presentao.
the what?
Sorry, I just told her she was nosy in Spanish.
Aha. She finds out that the mill explosion may or may not have been caused by Vermouth, allegedly. The soldiers that she's talking to can't be totally sure of what they saw, and she may have been kind of charming them a bit so that what they think they saw they did not see. And then we get granted citizenship to Greenest. Yay! We're part of the town, which is possibly going to die because they have no mill now. So that's to be, continued. We were given some healing potions and asked to go to the sanctuary to rescue the people who were trapped there. We also found out about the Wearers of Purple cult that is rumored to raise undead dragons to give the cult ultimate power over all of the races. And as we were planning the rescue, the keep was attacked. A raging battle ensued. Arrows and crossbow bolts flew, and we were victorious. Although we did, some of the townspeople were lost in the battle, and we took some hits, but we survived. And then that's kind of where we ended. We got a short rest, and we are working to figure out a plan to go rescue the people at the sanctuary.
Excellent. That was very good. I need to find some reward system for that. Oh, not today. So
Inspiration.
Yeah.
You guys
Should
are,
be
You get
don't
all
you
up
all,
yours then.
don't you all have
By not
inspiration
today,
already?
he means it won't happen. No.
Your cynicalness. You're playing Vero right now. I need you to be a little bit more upbeat, sir. You can save the cynical for Boris. So, but no, all of you should have inspiration because people have been giving you inspiration. Have they not?
I think we used it during our near-death experience.
Oh, all right.
Or death experience.
So, let's see. You know what, Janu? No, because you did it. It was actually a very good recap. So I will give you inspiration. But had you volunteered, maybe I would have gave you a nat 20, just an automatic one where you could put.
Ooh.
So
That
let's see if we
that's
get
something.
Now he's
volunteers.
bribing us. People.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
See that? All right. Just making sure everybody realized that was what
I
was going
am
on.
not
Well,
above it.
Now we know.
And I'm
Now we
not
know.
above being bribed. So there we go.
Uh-huh.
It's all good.
Fantastic. All right, so you're all in the keep, and you are licking your wounds. You did repel the attack pretty convincingly. Um, there's several soldiers that were slain. You did save some sword wielding children, plus many of the innocents. The kobolds, you could tell, like when they came in, they weren't looking for soldiers to fight. They were just trying to cause as much issue and kill as many unarmed people as possible. Um, and that seems to be the norm. Like if you're carrying weapons, they kind of skirt around you, trying to kill the innocents. The humans, however, they seem a little bit more organized, less chaotic, and they are more structured in their combat and their tactics, and they will engage forces as long as they have the numbers. So that's your observation from that fight. Um, they, I just gave you his name too. The governor. He
Nihil.
High Hill. Thank you.
Night Hill.
Night Hill. Yeah, it's Night Hill. Close.
Mm-hmm.
Night Hill has basically told you to rest up. We would like to rescue the rest of their people. According to their tally of the dead and missing, there has to be at least like 2 score of people in the sanctuary. Or at least they hope that there's 2 score of people in the sanctuary. So, what would you all like to do now? You have a few minutes. Any preparations? Any last minute thoughts?
Any
If-
last words?
Last rites? Does everybody have the will written?
Songbird's just making sure that the lyre that has been first fought over by 2 kobolds because she was knocked out, and then trampled over. She got knocked out again. Just looking it over, tuning it, making sure it's okay. It's kind of one of those, nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around. Yes, Sweetie Todd. Sorry, guys.
Don't
You're a
accept any
bard.
meat pies from her.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but
she's
any bard who's just gonna play a game and break out into song, I'm here for it. You go on, and if anybody has issue with it, tell them to talk to me.
well, she's cracking. She hasn't been calm. Her freaking lyre, who's something very precious to her, given to her by her parents. Technically, if it had feelings, it's been traumatized. So she's feeling the traumatic issue, but
Yes.
she's pulling it in, making sure it's okay, it's fine, it's still playing its beautiful music. And she's calming down as she's plucking the strings and be like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay. Yes,
Am I healed?
your lyre has
Yes, I
been
am.
through some stuff. Yes, I believe I gave you all the rest. I did unlock the tokens because you're not in the middle of combat. Um, what? So you're prepping, you're singing, you're tuning. For everything that your lyre has been through, it's not damaged. It does have some scuff marks. There might be some blood on it. Um, because it was a goblin holding it when his head was blasted off. But for the most part, it's fine. It's a travel harp, so it's built tough.
My baby.
The rest
My
of you,
spirit. Her name is Spirit.
you gave her a name. Yes, okay,
Yes, I gave her a name. It's Spirit.
that's works. She was so excited about that too. Like, Spirit. Okay.
I've been trying to think of what to name her.
Um, are all you just watching Songbird sing to her lyre?
Didn't
Yes.
we get
Pretty much.
Very concerned. Very, very concerned. That's not normal.
Well, she's been doing it a lot, so I'm thinking this is her normal.
I
Maybe
mean,
it's like a half elf thing.
I don't know. I think, I mean, I'm kind of, we might want to keep an eye on her. I'm afraid there may be some issues.
Issues like what?
she's been through a lot. I mean, maybe we should. I don't know.
You mean like what? Like seeking professional, emotional, and mental help?
Possibly.
Like a cleric, a priest?
Let's just keep an eye on her.
Okay. I'll leave that to you. I feel like you're more suited for that. Um, I feel like I'm gonna say the wrong thing to her.
You're probably not wrong. All right, I'll keep an eye on her.
Okay.
Roz, you were gonna ask a question. What were you gonna say?
Last session, didn't we, or not we, but didn't, who was it? Escobar, didn't he send people down through the tunnel to make sure it was cleared out and
Mhm.
there was nothing waiting for us at the other end?
Correct.
Okay.
Wait, are we gonna use that horrible tunnel again with the janky door?
Yeah, but there's supposed to be
There's no other
people
way.
down there.
Yeah. There's
We've
no
been
other
through
way
it
to go.
once.
Yeah, I was hoping like once would be all. I didn't expect this to be a common occurrence in the tunnel.
Mm.
We
I'm
never
not
At
a
know.
least we know what
drow.
to
I don't like being
expect.
underground. Okay, I'm sorry.
This one is not too happy with it either. Slushing through the waters and
Mhm.
it's whatever else is floating in these waters.
Oh, don't want to think about that. No. Plucking a little louder at the strings. No.
La 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 la. I can't
Wait,
hear you.
weren't we gonna do a long rest?
No.
Short rest.
Short rest.
But we leveled up. Shouldn't we get a long rest?
No. You leveled up. You got a short rest. A long rest is 8 hours. It's still the same night.
I know. I feel like we should take a long rest.
You, there's people in a church that you need to go save. You don't have time. I mean, you can, but they're kind of expecting you to go help them.
Eventually. Doesn't have to be right now.
The longer we wait, the more of a chance there is that they're gonna get into the church, and then we won't have anybody to rescue.
Yes, I believe last
Yeah.
session they showed you that they were chopping down trees to make a battering ram. Because the church is a very squat stone structure. So they're trying to
Uh-huh.
batter down the doors. So time is somewhat of the essence.
Was that to
Mm.
the looking at the map? Was it to the left or to the right of the keep?
I don't remember.
Right. It's
Right.
the
It's this one over here.
second most glowing building on the map. Yep,
Okay.
that one.
So give it that one. Yay! Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, that was more towards local.
Oh, you're welcome.
Because I'm not helpful
You
at
know, the
all,
helpful
folks.
one.
You put an arrow. I drew a thing. Oh, okay, fine.
It was a lovely arrow.
I,
Thank
It
you.
is.
you.
It was so pretty.
I worked so hard on it.
Well, I guess we go to the tunnel, yeah.
Okay. So you complain and moan a little bit, but you finally go to the tunnel. Heading down into the tunnel, you do see there are sentries now at this end of the tunnel. You also notice there's a couple dead kobolds. Kind of just like stacked up in a corner. There are some wounded soldiers here, and they said
More than the kobolds we killed?
the kobolds you killed weren't in the tunnel; they were outside the tunnel.
Oh. So they did find the tunnel.
It appears so. Or,
That's
um,
unfortunate.
or the soldiers have been yanking kobolds at chance. You don't know. It doesn't look
That's
like
awkward.
there's a raiding force down here. Just a couple of kobolds that may have wandered too close to the tunnel.
Hmm.
You continue down, winding through the tunnel to the exit, and every now and then you will pass some sentries with crossbows in hand, waiting, just pointing down the tunnel, like hiding in little crevices, waiting for anything to approach. As you approach behind them, they give you the nod and tell you it's all clear. You continue a little bit further, winding your way through, and you get to the iron bar door, the gate. It is closed. There are several soldiers inside. The gate is ajar, but there is a key inside of it. You could also see that it's very, very wet. Um, one of you may notice that it's not water. They've like oiled it up. And they basically tell that one of the soldiers will stand up at your approach. He says, "Everything seems to be good. A couple of patrols passed too close, but we took care of them."
Good job, guys.
Thank you, man.
Where can you show me where the gate is again, where we come out?
Oh, yeah,
It,
that's right.
it is right around there.
Okay. I would suggest, this is me, not Roz, but I would suggest we stay right along the northern edge of the bank there, and then put the trees between us and the north.
Use the foliage as cover.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
what I would suggest.
Sounds like a plan.
I think that's the best course of action.
Yep.
All right, so move yourselves.
Roz would prefer not to go first.
We know what happened when the songbird goes first. So it's like,
Oh, yeah.
things. Make a note, make a note, make a note. I need to zoom in closer. Wow, that's itty bitty.
So I have showed you, like, you all know how to draw on the map, right?
Ish.
I know Vermouth is nodding, so she knows how. For the rest of you, if you look, there's a toolbar at the top. One of them is like a quill. If you click on that, it's not great, but you can make like little notes on the map for yourselves. And I believe you can share them.
Whoops.
Yeah, see, so
Look at that.
yes.
Woohoo!
Nice.
So
And
like,
I lost my map.
remember. So remember, if you click on your character sheet, the circle token on the right, if you double click on it, it'll open the map up for you again. So yeah, so if you guys want to make notes or certain things, or like when Roz was saying that we could follow along this line, that's a way you can do it. So you guys can write and show each other things on the map as well.
Nice.
And if you want to change your personalized color, if you go to the little cogwheel options, and on the bottom it says, oh wait, is it there or is it? I think it's there where you can pick your color.
Yeah, they changed where it was. It used to be
Okay,
the
so yeah,
same
where
as
it
your
says that
dice.
top per user, and there's the little black circle. You click the black circle, you can change your color.
Okay, I keep closing my map where I'm trying to erase whatever I'm drawing. Which is that stupid weird triangle thing, if anyone's seen that.
Yeah, we see it.
Mhm.
As soon as you
I
let
didn't want to
go,
say anything.
as soon as you let go, it shows up. But there's an eraser icon as well. Now,
Okay.
so yeah, so it's a nice feature for, especially when you're playing online, that you can't just point at the screen and everybody sees what you're talking about. So, okay, so Roz, that's the path you explained that you would like to take with all of them, and everybody seems to think that that is a good path. Roz, your head is on a swivel, I'm assuming.
Oh, all the time, yes.
Okay. So you're looking around, and oh, hey, thank you, Crimson. Welcome in. You're looking around, and you notice that there is a lot of noise coming from the sanctuary where you're headed. There's a lot of people over there. You can see that there are groups. They are. You can hear the sounds of the axes hitting the wood. because they are fashioning the ram. But you notice that in the area around you, like looking around, you don't see as many patrols as you saw earlier in the evening. So either they are not roaming about in little packs and they have grouped up, or everyone's at the sanctuary.
Okay. So if nobody is, looking at us, nobody's following us, I say we just go to this little route.
Okay.
Let's go.
Loco, you're leading. Wait, you said you didn't want to lead.
I didn't want to lead. No.
All right, so who's leading the troops?
I'll do it. We're part of the town now. We need to go save the rest of our people, right?
Wait a second. If you're leading, does that mean I have to be second? Because I don't really feel like being second.
Absolutely.
God damn it.
Vermouth, it's okay. It's okay. You at least get to see
You know-
what's happening at first, and then you can prepare a lot earlier.
You can also find the best
Oh.
places to hide.
That does make sense,
Mm-hmm.
I do prefer, not being murdered by country bumpkins.
So to me, that's the order. Is that wrong?
Nope, looks about
It's
right.
good to me.
I mean, I wouldn't say we're in a straight line.
No, you could stagger, but basically that's how you guys were all walking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So the leader of this troop, you actually get to roll a stealth check.
Oh, good.
She sounds thrilled.
The one in like the heavy armor is gonna roll stealth. Wow.
Yeah. So
Can you cast
honestly,
guidance on yourself?
she could cast. I don't. Yeah, I think she has guidance. Inspiration. Oh, for me, I have 3 inspiration now. Yay!
No.
Who did that? Wait, isn't Sonia in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Wanting to create chaos.
And Sonia, you and I can
Wow,
have a little
Rhino.
chat.
Wow.
You're just- I
It doesn't take away that. It doesn't take away the
I know.
redeeming.
Oh my goodness! Don't time him out. That's not nice.
You just said I can't ban anyone over it.
I told you
You're
can't
gonna-
ban him. Yes, absolutely not. Timing out is not good either. Insomnia. Sometimes
my
my
goodness.
mods have minds of their own. I'm sorry.
First 60 seconds. Jesus. I would have just done 10.
Oh, is that what I clicked? Oh.
He's like, oh, sorry. 60 days? Oh, I'm so sorry.
bad, my bad.
Okay. So there's your stealth check. It's not that bad, but you are wearing what kind of armor are you wearing?
I think it is.
I think
let
I'm
me
wearing
see.
scale.
I think I'm wearing scale.
Okay. Scale should be a disadvantage. Actually, if I look at your character sheet, it would tell me.
Yes,
That would probably be good.
it's scale.
And it would automatically do it though.
It should, so something's wrong. So
But
that's-
didn't she just say she was using her advantage, her inspiration?
Oh, you did?
Mhm.
Did you?
I don't know. I'd only rolled one.
Yeah. Because if you had disadvantage and you apply advantage, it would negate it.
Yep. Yep. So yeah.
But no.
Actually, I don't think it did because it would have said advantage, disadvantage on the roll.
Yeah, it would. I know it should have said it. So hold on, I'm checking her sheet now. Oh, that's even worse. She's not proficient in stealth.
Okay,
You don't
so
need to be proficient in stealth.
What?
Anyone can stealth. They.
Yeah, no, anyone can stealth. She doesn't have proficiency. No, you should have had disadvantage. So we're gonna let it go because you said you were gonna use your inspiration, but it should have did it automatically. So I'm
well,
trying.
and if I had an
Probably the-
inspiration, it's not marked at the top anymore.
You have to untick them when you use them.
Okay.
Because that's just they don't know when you're gonna use it, so you guys just manually click those back on and off. Okay. All right, so that's not a terrible roll. You guys, the elf in you has come out. You are in your natural habitat because you were just at the edge of this, not a forest, but the tree line that surrounds the river as you begin to make your way towards the east and the sanctuary. So, all of you basically follow along with her in the shadows, ducking from place to place, avoiding any kind of contact. There is a situation at one point where you do see a group of kobolds heading towards the sanctuary. And uh, upon observing them, you may think they're a little tipsy. Or they're
Drunk
giddy with
kobolds.
slaughter. One or the other. But they are very hyper.
Hmm. Well, they seem a little too happy.
Maybe they're happy enough that they're not paying attention.
Ooh, fair.
Maybe. I said maybe.
Let's-
So, as you approach the sanctuary, you can hear crying, screaming, shouts, goblin barking, not goblin, sorry, take that back. Kobold barking, humans yelling orders. It's just chaos. There's fires set. They're still throwing like torches on top of the roof, but the roof is made out of slate, so it's stone. So they're not catching the torches. Just roll back down onto them, and a couple of times you'll watch a kobold try to catch the torch and catch one to the face. But they continue to try to set fire to this stone structure. You can
Is,
see that. What was the question, Ross?
um, is all of the noise coming from like the front of the temple or church or whatever it is?
So the noise is coming from around the temple. There you can see that the goblins that are trying to set fire are actually moving around the structure. So they're not just in one place. They're moving around, trying to like find windows to throw the torches in, but the windows have been shuttered, so the torches are just bouncing back, and they're high enough that they can't get to them. You can see some of them are like making stacks of crates to try to climb up and force their way in. And at the front, there is a large group of soldiers and kobolds making what appears to be a battering ram. So it's one of those that has the the pendulum that you just swing the log. They're making one of those.
Describe a large group,
The group
numbers wise.
um there's over a dozen of them. That's including so there's 3 cultists, 10 kobolds, a couple of ambush drakes, the large lizard dogs.
At the
Um,
front.
yes, that's at
That's
the
what's at the
front.
front.
hmm
Okay.
There is a smaller group that is going around that has 8 of them. So four of the humans and 4 of the kobolds. And then there is a group at the back. And the group at the back is the motley group. They're surrounded by smoke. Like they have torches that are just giving barely any light, just like clouds of smoke. And they have pretty much this area back here is covered with like a smoke screen. There's just so much of it. You can see them running around, and the torches have started giving off smoke because they keep throwing them at the building, and it's just basically wetting the torches so that they're just giving off this plume of smoke instead of fire.
Mm-hmm.
But they continue to keep trying.
Okay. What do y'all think about? And you said the wall's about 4 foot high, right?
Yeah, the wall that you're approaching, if you stood up, they'll see you, but as long as you duck, you're fine.
What do you think about using the wall as, kind of protection? And I know not everybody is ranged, but keeping the wall between us and them, I don't know.
So we're planning on fighting everyone here.
Well, that's the thing. If we maybe pick some off at the back, not going up to the front, but pick them off at the back, maybe one of us can go. Is there a back door?
Yes. So the group at the back is trying to get into that door there, and the group in the front is they're building the ram for the front door.
Okay. Does that make sense if we pick the guys off at the back, maybe try to gain access and get everybody out through the back door? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
So the group of 8, they are circling around. They're the ones that are like throwing stuff up and walking around, trying to probe the defenses, trying to find a way in. So there are points where they're at the front and they are at the back. So I would assume you're gonna time it
Yes.
that when they go by, now they're moving clockwise.
Okay.
So they will actually be walking towards you in a few like a few moments.
Okay. Once once they round the corner and get halfway up, going north, while they're doing that, I'm going to stay behind the trees and I'm going to move down
Okay.
and get in position to start picking some of these guys off in the back.
Are we even with the church, or are we down a hill from it?
You're down a hill from it.
I would stay closer to the wall in case I need to do something. Yes, I can't.
Once they're about halfway up, that's when I'm going to take a shot.
Before we left the keep, and I don't know why I didn't think about this, did we reload on our ammo?
Yes. Yeah, I had
Yep.
mentioned to Loco that there's arrows everywhere. You guys can find arrows. And yes, you can find some crossbow bolts, Ginia. I did mention that some of the soldiers had them. The ones in the tunnels did. Bows are hard to shoot in
Okay.
tunnels.
My fists are reloaded.
Yes, you tightened
Thank
your
heavens.
you tightened your hand wraps.
Well, I know Songbird got rid of the longbow because she was pissed off at it, but
Yes, a
Yeah.
bunch of elves using crossbows. You don't know how much that pains me. All right. So group C is the one that's at the back.
Okay.
So let me put them on the map and give you some targets.
Wait, so you said that there were extra longbows or short bows?
Arrows.
Oh, so no extra bows.
Did you want a bow?
I mean, I could use one.
Oh, they were using longbows.
I can use a longbow.
That's fine. Would you like a longbow?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
That's
What-
why I was just clarifying.
Yes, you can add one to your
And-
character sheet.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome.
How many bolts do we get though? For like crossbows and arrows and stuff like that.
Max them out at 20. I mean, because that's what you can comfortably carry, unless you're gonna get another quiver. And they didn't have extra quivers. They didn't have any quivers. Remember, their arrows were all like in buckets.
Buckets. Yep.
So you would only be refilling what you already had.
Okay. And what about for that crossbow? Because I did better with the crossbow. Yes, I know it's killing you.
Oh my goodness. It would be the same thing. 20. The case holds 20.
Okay. All right. Reload. There we go.
Are
Yeah, I feel
you
better.
doing the mechanic with the where you have to take a round to reload a crossbow, Havoc?
If it has a reload property, it takes 1 round. Yes.
Okay. Just saying for all those who like to use crossbows.
Yes, it takes longer to reload a crossbow.
So have it on hand and probably preloaded.
All right, Roz, you see all 8 of them?
I do.
Okay. That's who's at the back door trying to get in.
Okay. And I know you don't want to put whatever group is going, it's doing the.
I'll put a token for them because yes, I don't want to move the whole. I don't want to.
Yeah, that's fine. Or just an arrow is fine too, just as they move.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do this because they're a pretty big group. Like that
Okay.
group.
Oh,
that
great.
group has like dozens of them.
Wonderful.
It's almost as big as the group at the front door. So when are you gonna go? Where? I'll tell me
Right
when
there.
Right there. Okay.
When you're back a little bit,
Back a little
right
bit.
when they're midway.
Okay.
Yeah, right there. That's good.
All right. So you watch them.
Do we need to roll initiative or no?
No, because you guys have
This is
stealthily
gonna be
approached,
surprise.
and
Okay.
you are going to get a surprise round. I do need you to roll initiative, but so how? I'm sorry. So I should explain for those that don't know how a surprise round works in 5e is everybody rolls initiative. If you have surprised whoever you're engaging, they don't get to go until you have basically gone twice. So the first round of initiative, you will go through it. You will do your normal action. The creatures don't do anything because they're surprised. The next round, after their turn, though, they can do reactions. So like if they have some special reaction, they can do that. But otherwise, they're quite surprised and they're just like, "What the hell's going on?" Then you go through, and the second round is the normal initiative. So if they go on that round, then they get to go. So yes, everybody should roll initiatives before you do anything, and I have to do their initiatives.
Virginia's killing it with the rolls.
Tell you what.
She
Mhm.
is today. Okay. I would also
Lucky
like.
we're getting it out of the system.
I would also like to remove.
Oh.
What did you do? Okay.
I don't have an effect.
So I'm also gonna like point out the fact that they're standing in a cloud of smoke. Like you can make them out because you're looking from outside the cloud towards them, and the smoke is rising, but they are standing in there, and you can just see their shapes here and there. Okay.
What does that mean? We're at disadvantage or what?
No, they would have a disadvantage of noticing you.
Okay, good.
Because they're standing in the smoke. You're just looking in, and like you can see their feet at one point. But yes, there's thick clouds of smoke that they are constantly creating, hanging about. It's just they're not trying to block themselves out. They're just trying to set fire to this building with these like blunted torches.
Okay.
All right, so Vermouth, you would actually be first. Are you doing anything?
Yeah. Be using my new longbow that I borrowed from the town, the fort, and shooting a cultist. Because Jenny is not next to me and Songbird's not stopping me.
Okay, that's
What?
gonna hit a cultist.
Oh shit, I forgot
Nice.
to target. Wait, no, I did target. Okay.
Yeah, it hit.
Oh, for measly
Yeah.
damage.
You didn't pull it.
But
Not
it put
enough
him
draw.
in yellow.
Not enough draw on it.
Look, it's the first time I've handled one.
You're an elf. That's a lie. Don't ever say that again.
I am a magic user, sir. My hands are delicate. I don't have calluses.
She doesn't
Oh
want
my
to break a
God.
nail. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That too.
Okay, but it's still not the first time your dad made you shoot. Anyway, all right. So
That's
you
true.
send an arrow flying, Shoo! And that cultist kind of like takes a step forward and turns around. Again, you just see his feet, but he is looking towards your group's direction now. That's about all I can do with him.
I was gonna say, as the rest of my movement, of course, hiding as much behind trees and bushes as I can.
Okay. So
Okay, just saying.
you're behind a 4-foot wall. All you had to do was go like this.
Very little, because I'm not that tall. We
I
won't
only
talk about
moved
it.
like 6 inches. I just went. Okay, Roz, you're up, sir.
And he will come up from behind the wall.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to do as a bonus action Hunter's Mark
Okay.
on this cultist here. I will mark him and take a shot.
Wait, which cultist?
It's two, the same one that Fury just hit, Muth just hit.
So you have to apply the hunter's mark to him, so that when you roll the damage, it automatically does the additional damage.
Well, it says it's a self. Hunter's Mark is a self.
That is for your concentration. So there's like 2 parts to hunter's mark. There's the one that you
show that, but okay, that's good. I'll do that. It won't let me. There it goes.
No, hold on, that's not the right one. So let me look at your character sheet for your hunter's mark. Oh, that's fantastic. It's not on there. Oh, okay, I know why. Hold on. when you added the hunter's mark spell, you didn't take Rob's one. You took the one from D&D from regular WotC. So let me fix it real quick. Why? What? Yeah. Whatever. But it's coded better, and you're gonna use it. Damn it.
Well, that's fine.
Killing me. All right. So.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So. All right. So Hunter's Mark. So you see the one I just added. So the one that says.
Dear.
Yes. So the one that says if Hunter's Mark is the one you apply to yourself, the one that says Hunter's Mark you apply to them.
Okay.
Okay.
And I got rid of the other one.
Yeah, get rid of the other one. Thank you so much.
Yes. Anything for you, dear. Now, did that work?
I'm going to check it right now. Hold on.
I put it on him.
Yeah, I got to take the other one off, though.
Okay.
He has 2. All right, Hunter's Mark, and then you have to put. Oh, you already have. No, you don't have it.
I have it on me. I should. Well,
you have it on you a couple of times. Let me clean you up here. Okay, so the one you're applying to you is the one that says if Hunter's Mark.
mm-hmm.
It says self. Go ahead and click it. There you go. Now you're all set. Now
I'm all set.
You should be able to roll damage and it'll automatically apply. Watch, after all that, it still screws
but I have
up.
to hit first? Maybe?
Yeah, you have to hit first, yeah.
Oh,
That's a hit.
okay. Oh,
See, it automatically applies it. And he's dead.
Nice.
So he's the one that was shot first. So he turns around, looks out, like trying to look through the smoke. And as soon as he turns and looks at you, you send an arrow and you basically just right through the eyeball. And he just flops backwards.
All right. I am going to drop down on a knee and get behind the wall.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
All right, pass your turn. It's going to be cultist, Kobold, cultist. They have no idea what's going on. This guy just fell. There is one cultist that kind of looks down at him like, yo, you all right? But other than that, they ain't moving. Songbird, it's your turn.
Alrighty. I'll probably, like I said, have that one bolt loaded and probably not use my crossbow again. Until I absolutely freaking have to. But maybe moving a little bit. That's still the wall, right? Right there?
Yeah, everybody's behind the wall. So yes, you can move up to it.
Okay, and then let me zoom in here and pick. Which one went splat? The one
That
in
one.
the front?
Yeah, that one.
Oh. All right, then I'm going to try to shoot at that one. As soon as I figure out what the hell happened to my character. There we go. Action. Scroll up. And
That's a hit. That's a good
Yay.
hit.
for once. And
That's-
then. Ooh.
Nice.
Okay. So that's the one that was looking down at his buddy, and you just shoot him in the chest while he's looking down. He doesn't even see it coming. It does stagger him back though. He doesn't die. So he just kind of like presses up against the wall as you shoot him in the chest.
Okay, look. And then just squatting down like everybody else.
Okay. Vero,
I am going to take.
chuck a hand at him.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
See,
Going to take
you know what you
dodge
do?
action.
Have Songbird shoot you and then redirect it.
I don't have that yet. What level do you think I am?
2.
Yeah, you don't get. I don't think you get that. You get key points at level 2. You don't get. You don't get deflect missile until level 3.
Oh, all right. You have a lot to look forward to though, because I would have done that. Shoot me. What?
It says patient defense, but it's dodge anyways. I'm just taking a dodge action. It's
Yeah,
just
that's-
already on my. It's just already on my sheet, so I'm like, I'll just use that instead of finding.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so go ahead and pass your turn, Jinya.
All right. Well, I am going to target Cultist 1 since he's already been hit and I don't want him to draw any attention to us. And shoot him with the crossbow. Crossing my fingers and hoping that my rolls get better.
That is a hit.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Just barely.
That's
But
all right.
barely. So he's looking at the arrow in his chest, and as he lifts up to look, you put another arrow in his chest. Well, you put a crossbow bolt in his chest. So good grouping. He just kind of slides down against the wall behind him. 2 down. The kobolds, in their glee of trying to burn this place down, haven't realized that 2 of the humans are dead yet. Anything else?
Nope. Just gonna hide back down behind the wall.
Okay. This one here kind of like sees the human to the left of him, looks like up, and he's shorter, so the smoke is a little bit above his head. And he's like, humans! And a bunch of them will turn. Now, there's a lot of noise going on here because there's screaming from inside. There's a lot of smoke. Vermouth, you just have Oh, that was from Loco. Loco just gave you inspiration. So, he screams and is kind of lost in the chaos of what's going on. Some of the kobolds do start to look back to see what's going on. The humans are looking at the humans on the ground, and you can see the shock in their eyes. But the surprise round is over. So, go ahead. What are you doing?
Sorry, I was just telling Vero that he got inspiration.
He
So
did?
the kobolds kind of see us, and they say humans, and I'm slightly offended because none of us are human.
They're kobolds. They could care less.
Fair.
Okay. So I shall target one of these kobolds. Yeah, that's
Vermouth?
not.
You really gonna
What?
turn around and shout back, "We're not humans!"
Yeah, actually, she will. She's offended.
Maybe they're dumb enough to be like, oh, never mind.
It's like,
And they
okay,
shoot.
never mind.
Roll intelligence check for him.
All right.
Those are
So
pretty.
that is a hit on something. The Cobalt 3 that you
On a
shot.
kobold. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Ow.
Yes.
That's it. So was it the one that was shouting and pointing at you?
I would hope so.
Okay. So
Because I
yeah.
am so offended.
So he's like, humans! And you're like, I'm not a
So rude.
human! Phew.
That's just
Okay.
a perfect way to prove
How
a point,
dare
you
you.
know?
That was definitely a
So
perfect
rude.
way.
She
to-
got her. She literally got her point across.
She did.
Oh, shut up.
Vermouth, anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, Roz, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to move my hunter's mark to the cultist. What is that guy? 4.
Okay. So same thing. Just move the one that just says it, and he has it on him.
Okay, and hopefully, did I or did I not?
You had him targeted.
Yeah.
You got him now. Yeah.
It jumped up last time. It didn't this time. Okay, I will fire at him.
That is a hit.
Oh,
Nice.
barely. Oh.
He is still alive, though.
Yep. All right, that is my turn.
All right, so Cultist 4, he's just gonna pull out a sword and like run towards all of you, because, you know.
We are all going back. Well, I am going back down.
Right, yeah, you guys are like picking up, shooting, and going back, but he's just gonna charge the wall, because he doesn't really like. He's not that bright. He's not that smart. So he's gonna get to the wall with his movement, and then he's going to jump onto the wall. That's all he can do, though.
Perfect.
And he's gonna just like he's standing on this 4-foot wall with his scimitar raised, and he's just looking down at all of you. He's like, surrender. This one over here is going to move to over here, and he is going to ready an action. This one over here is going to move over here and ready an action. This one is going to charge that way and then that way. And he is also going to kind of duck down on the other side of the wall and ready an action. Songbird, it's your turn.
Though, how close is the one that's ducking behind the wall?
He's on the other side of the wall, so, you know, probably just like a foot away from you.
Okay. Songbird is going to, well, considering her luck for actually engaging in melee, she's just going to reload her crossbow for the next bolt.
Okay. All right. So you put your foot in. Actually, you only have a light crossbow, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that one you just kind of pull it back.
All right, because you said that would be an action, right?
So reloading is different. For the reloading aspect means it takes you. Is it one round, Fury? Like the whole round, right? I gotta look at it.
Yeah, it takes a whole action to reload the crossbow.
Yeah, one whole action to reload it. So yes, that would be what you're doing this round.
Yep. So every time she goes in with a rapier, she ends up knocked out. So she's gonna try the crossbow. So loading and just getting ready to swing over and shoot.
Okay. All right. Vera.
I'm going to scooch over. Can I reach the hold on, I don't want to do that. Can I reach the guy who's on the wall right there from where I'm at, or do I have to move?
Technically he should be here, but because it didn't look right on the map, I didn't like it. He should be here.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure he was at my range. So I don't exactly want to stand up all the way above the wall, but since he's on the wall, I just want to pretty much punch him in the shin and try to knock his leg out from under him.
Okay. Go for it. So wait. So tell me exactly how, because, all right, so here's the wall. Are you just like putting your arm up and punching him, or are you standing up?
No, I feel like I'm crouched behind the wall, so his foot is still at the 4-foot thing, so I feel like I could still, while crouched, twist and punch him in the shin.
Yeah, I think, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure you weren't standing up.
No, I'm not breaching. The only thing that'll breach the top of the wall is my fist into his shin.
Yes. All right. So roll an attack on his shin. That is actually the first miss you guys have had.
Okay, well, I'm gonna punch him again.
That will hit. Okay. So you kind of come up over the wall and you punch him in the leg to sweep him. And you just like shatter his shin. You watch as his leg goes out from under him. He falls forward and just basically his back falls over the wall, folding him in half.
Okie dokie. Well, that's my turn.
He died. So you punched.
Technically, he's paralyzed. He's not dead.
Okay, fine. He's paralyzed.
I still did.
Why do you keep trying
You
to
know,
kill
you
all
can
these
die from
people?
paralytics, right? You know, if you
Listen,
get paralyzed,
have
like
you ever-
your
Honestly, the one
lungs or
time, the one
something.
time I don't have an outright violent character, he's trying to force me to murder everyone.
Yeah, but
I-
you
He
wouldn't
gets
have killed
mad
him
when
if
I'm violent,
Paul did.
and then I
Wait.
choose to not be violent,
Holden.
and he.
Hold on. You said I'm trying to sweep him. The hit was enough to kill him, so he was definitely sweeped. Now, if you're on top of a wall and you fall, what happens? You fall on the wall.
Yeah, you didn't kill him. The wall, the fall.
The
did.
wall killed him.
Yeah, the fall killed him. He just kind of like walleted. That's all. Don't worry, you're
I
fine.
swept him off his feet.
Yes.
You do have that grace.
All right, Jinya, it's your turn.
All right. I am going to use my action to reload my crossbow since that dude is now no longer an issue.
Okay. So go ahead and pass your turn, unless you're doing some bonus actions or nothing.
Nope.
All right. So this chowderhead is gonna move over here. Actually, he's gonna move over there. He's gonna move over there. He's also gonna ready an action. Vermouth, it's your turn. Also, wait, hold on.
What?
Don't
Yeah.
do anything yet. I have to close the window because I'm starting to freeze. So give me a second.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna take a quick break while I fight with my window and get like a sweater.
Knew that was gonna happen.
I put
Shush.
my money on the window.
I'm gonna back that.
Oh, so Vera and Songbird, you also
Ooh,
saw that you
Songbird
got
woke
inspiration from Loco,
Yes.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm so sorry for eating. I'm so hungry.
Yeah, we're totally judging you for eating. Totally.
I'm over here shoveling. I'm like, food.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
If I had food, I would be eating food too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry about that. It got really cold in here really fast. Shit.
I don't understand what that is. I mean, it got like to 77 today, so.
So I came home and I had left the heat on while I was at work. So when I got home, it had to be like 80 degrees in here. I was like,
That's
yeah,
awful.
I'm not gonna live like that.
What in
So-
the world do you have your heater set at?
It was on the
Exactly.
lowest setting. My heat. That's why I don't turn them on all the time. I told you this. It was like barely on. I thought I had turned it off, but I left it on enough. And the one heater from like the baseboard heater from the bedroom heated up the entire house. Anyway, so I turned it off. But then I was like, yeah, it's still too hot. I'm gonna be miserable during the game. So I opened the window. But it's 30 degrees outside. So 80 degrees minus 30, it really quickly dropped. I'm freezing right now. Okay.
Poor baby.
I am.
Aww.
I'm gonna be sick. I think I have a fever.
He needs a banky.
I did. I got a binky. Except mine looks like a sweatshirt. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Vermouth, what are you doing?
I've been really lucky with this new bow, so I think, yeah, she's gonna keep using it. And
Did
I'm
you
gonna
run out of
target a
magic?
pole.
Is that what the problem is?
No,
you know, we have
I'm
not
just,
rested.
last few
Yeah.
times I've been using magic hasn't been the best outcome. So I might just be backing off a little bit.
Oh, okay. I blew up a mill, and now I don't know if I want to cast spells ever again.
Right? You
Did a
know,
thing.
you do one small village that you're stuck into starvation. You're like, maybe that wasn't the best idea.
All right, so you move over there.
Well, I mean, I don't want to shoot my cousin in the back.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Perfect. So you're shooting that guy over there. Got it. That's a hit.
Nice.
And that is a dead kobold.
I'm just gonna move right back.
And splat.
Look, Roz, I'm ranging.
Okay.
Thing is it Vermouth like in a dress?
Pretty much, yeah.
She's walking around
Fancy
with a
full
dress, too.
brave,
yeah,
going
she's
full
running
brave,
Mhm.
ripping the dress to.
She's in a ball gown, right? Okay.
Oh, ball gown. I mean, a ball gown is it's very complicated. It's a nice, common, everyday dress.
All right, so that one's a miss, Roz.
Yeah. Wonderful.
All right, so Kobold 4. He did kind of ready in action, but none of you did what I needed you to do for that to go off. So he's just gonna run over here and jump up on here, and he's gonna jump down on you. Rah! We'll have to go over here though, because he can't end up in your space. So with a dagger, he's gonna basically attack Jinya. Hi, rude. And hit you at an 18. Luckily, it's that's full damage with the dagger. So, Jinya, you take a little bit of damage. Actually, I should probably put it on you. There you go. You take a little bit of damage. As this creature basically just runs up, scales over the wall, and then jumps on your back.
I love how you say a little bit of damage when like 6 points of damage is practically
nearly
half.
half.
Almost half. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's-
We need to work on what is considered a little bit of damage.
This is only a
Right.
scratch.
He clearly is forgetting what level we are because he thought I was already level 3.
It's only a flesh wound. All right.
I'm not dead.
You have no legs. All right. This one is going to come over here and run over here. And he's going to do this same procedure. But he's going to attack Roz.
Wonderful.
Oh, he's the dumb one, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he doesn't know. They're just going over the wall. This is potluck. So he's like, oh. Okay. So he is going to give you a little hit with his nice little dagger there. And Roz, that's a hit on you as well.
Hmm.
So we'll do a little bit of damage. Yeah. You maintain concentration on your hunter's mark.
Hmm.
All right. So he comes over the wall, jumps over with his dagger, and comes down. And he doesn't kind of land on your back. He lands on your side. So he's like holding onto your arm, stabbing you in your tricep. This one here, he's gonna. Oh, he's the one that crouched over. So he's now going to stand up and go over the wall. And he has two choices. All right. Songbird, would you like to be odd or even?
I'm always odd. I'm an oddball.
There you go. I rolled a 5, so Songbird, he's going to attack you with
God
his
damn it.
scimitar.
Okay. I actually prefer even numbers. I should have went with that, but no.
He misses you, though. So he comes over the wall and swings around a little bit, and you're just like, oh, easy. And it is actually your turn.
All right. Well, since he's there, point blank. Okay.
Now, you're using a ranged weapon, so that would be a disadvantage. But you can still attack him. Just realize it's at disadvantage.
Disadvantage at point blank. He's all up in my face.
Yes, because honestly, if you were to point like a crossbow at him, he can swat it to the side, so it gives you disadvantage to hit.
Fair. I want to shoot anyway. I've
Yeah,
got it
that's-
loaded. It's like, okay.
Now you do have inspiration, so you can negate that if you like.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So let me go ahead and use that inspiration.
Okay.
And so I just roll.
Just don't apply the disadvantage, and yes, you should just be able to roll.
Oh,
That's
yes.
that's
Nice.
a 19. That will be a hit.
Yay! Oh,
Oh, lovely.
Hold on.
Didn't have him targeted.
Your crossbow does a D8?
that's what it says.
I
You're
haven't
the
had-
one who gave it to me.
I haven't had anybody use a crossbow in so long. I forgot they were D8s. All right. So you didn't have him targeted. Which one was that? Cultist.
Oh
number
boy,
3?
right in front of me. Yeah.
Cultist 3.
Hold on. So I'm gonna drag the damage to him from the tracker, and we'll put it right on him. And he comes over. He swings a sword at you. You dodge a couple of times, and you're just like, click, and you send one right up through his chin because you were ducking. So it just disappears underneath his chin, and he drops the sword and flops backwards. Anything else?
No, I think that's going to be it.
All right, go ahead and pass your turn.
It's not turn. There it goes.
Vero.
Since there's a kobold on Jinya, I will stand up and I will punch the kobold.
You will stand up and punch the kobold. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That is a hit. And that is unconscious kobold.
And
So-
then
He'll just fall down on the ground right there. Ah!
I will move over to here to attempt to punch and knock off the one on Ross with my second attack.
I see you coming over and be like, Roz, don't move.
Nice. Look
That's-
at you.
Oh,
That is another.
That wasn't enough.
Okay. So Roz is like, wait, what? So you don't get him perfectly, but you do knock the hell out of the kobold that's on his back.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Jinya.
All right. And since I had loaded my crossbow, I am going to target Kobold 1
Okay.
and take a shot.
Oof. So the kobold, remember, is hanging on to Roz, and
Mhm.
Roz is like moving, trying to shake him off. So you
Mhm.
do miss the shot only because that's what's going on. Like, it's not dodging, Roz is.
Okay.
You're like, hold still! Okay. Would you like to do
And
anything
that's-
else?
Nope, that's my turn.
All right, Vermouth. There's one left. It's swinging off of Roz's arm.
I don't feel like I should shoot arrows in that little cluster, so I think I'm gonna do a little cantrip, attempt a cantrip.
Okay.
Feel like that would be the safer thing to do.
Depending on the cantrip. It failed. And
Max
oh my
damage?
gosh.
Wow.
oh.
It only had like 2 hit points left, or 1 hit point left. Yeah, it was only 1 hit point left. So
Doesn't matter. Still gets the big D12.
yeah, so that's not even like you all of you kind of hear like a bell go off, but this thing's head explodes when the bell goes off. Just
Oh
like,
no.
Oh, Roz is messy now.
well, he was on his arm, so Raj, you got a little splatter on your arm, but it does like just let go and slip down with no head.
Yummy.
This one was dead too. And then, of course, there's the one cultist that has been walleted. He's not dead, though. He's just groaning pitifully. I'm taking him off the map, though. All right. Roz, you do see that in the chaos and the smoke, you can see that the group is like reached the front.
Right.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Pepper. Welcome on in. What are the wishes
So
of the
we're out of
party?
combat.
Yeah, you're out of combat. Let me unlock everything so you guys can move. Come on, Fantasy Grounds, work with me. It's a great program. I think it just hates me. No.
Nah.
Nah.
Okay. So there you all see there's a haze of smoke. The torches, when you attack them, they just drop them, so they're still emitting smoke and keeping this area pretty obscured. There is a door. It is a heavy, regular sized door, but it is solid. You could see where there is like hack marks in it from swords. But the iron bounding and just the thickness of the wood, this is a well made door.
Okay. Actually, Roz is going to say, try to get the clerics inside to come to door. I will keep lookout. So
Hero
he's
just
gonna
knocks
watch.
on the door.
He's gonna watch down this way.
So, how is Vero knocking on the door? He's just like, hello.
Like a normal yeah, like
Hello.
Yeah, that's what I thought, and just wanted you to say it. So
yeah, get
you
them to
kind of
open the door. Just knock
kinda-
on the door.
You knock on the door. You're like,
It
Avon.
is a different tone than what was happening. Yeah. So yeah, it just
We are here to save you.
Now there is screaming and stuff going on. You knock on the door and you don't hear anything. You actually hear like almost like a sudden like shuffling and silence from the other side.
I knock again. Like it's a non-threatening knock, not like I'm trying to pound down the door or anything.
Right.
Like,
It's just a quiet like hello. Could you? I'm
Mhm.
knocking. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I'm knocking on the table.
No.
Like I think you would be knocking. Like
probably, yeah, that's probably correct. But yeah,
Alright.
I'm just knocking, and I'll say the person's name. Like, I'm also still not trying to yell or be loud because the area is not
Alright.
clear.
So roll me basically a persuasion. Like your sense of calm. Like I want to see if you protruded through the doorway.
Oh,
Probably not.
Okay.
So you're asking me to do charisma when I'm not charismatic.
I know, but you're the one knocking, so you get to do it. So you're standing there and you're like, you all see him. He's knocking on the door, and it's just a solid. So the knocks are very like flat because he's basically knocking on like 4 inches of wood. So it's not reverberating, and there is a lot of noise going on. So you're not getting a response from inside right now. Also, Vermouth, are you staying in the tree line back there?
No, because it looks like everything's clear. It's just,
Okay.
carefully
I feel like
walking
I
over
can-
there.
I was
Okay.
gonna say, I feel like I can knock appropriately for a door that thick, given that my hands are
Lethal weapons? Yeah, that's fair.
Non-lethal weapon.
But
Mhm.
lethal, non-lethal weapons. Okay, so Jinya and Songbird, you're just watching him knock.
and I'm saying the
actually-
person's name. I'm like, I can't remember his name, but I'm like,
Etienne.
again, that's probably harder to hear through the door than anything. But they hear me like knocking and then lowly whispering the guy's name. Like,
Songbird's going to look around. Is there a window kind of like above the door? You know how sometimes they have that like the circle window.
No, this is just a solid like stone structure. There are some windows, but they're very narrow, like almost arrow slit type windows, and they've all been barricaded from inside. Shutters have been closed. So, you'll watch the kobolds go around trying to stick things through the shutters, and you'll see like they let go and get happy, and then all of a sudden the torch will come flying out because they're just picking them up and throwing them back out.
Okay, so that would be the thinner part, right?
Right, but
Like if
that's
you're trying.
also around the sides. So where
Oh,
you
those are on the
guys,
sides.
yeah, where you guys are right now is just this solid block of a door.
Okay, so I'm gonna join in on the knocking on the door, but maybe my lilty voice. I don't know. Kidding. Uh, could they could hear possibly me call out cleric at the end?
Okay, so
Are you there?
both of you start knocking on the door.
Mm-hmm.
And you start asking. And also Vero is saying the name. We're looking for Edian. So you eventually hear it muffled from inside. Who are you? What do you want?
We're here to help. Let us in.
I'm Vero. We were told to come get you.
How do we know it's not a trick?
How do you think we know your name?
You don't know my name.
Well, we're asking for the inn.
Well, we can't see you, so we actually don't know who we're speaking to.
That's fair.
Precisely.
Who sent you?
The governor.
What's his name?
Nihil.
It could be a trick. Now you hear them talking
Well, you
to each
asked
other.
us. You did ask us for the name of the person who's the most known person in this town.
That's fair. Hold on a
And
second.
again, we know the cleric's name.
You know that there's a very angry dwarf also sent us.
So,
We must hurry. They are coming.
who's that?
It's another one of our group, and you have a troop heading this way that if you don't let us in, we're all going to be in trouble.
Or don't open the door and get out. Preferably out.
There's that too.
So you hear, like bolts being slid. You hear furniture scraping across the floor, and suddenly the door will swing out towards you. They're like, and you see some scared villagers look out and go, "So, is that all of you?"
Yeah, it's just the 5 of us. So.
Oh, well, maybe you should come in.
Shall we?
Haste.
Wait, what?
Don't ask questions.
We cleared it to the wall. Let's go.
Them back
Yeah.
to the keep.
So I want you guys to all. You don't even have to roll the perceptions. These people are terrified. Many of them are covered with blood. They look like they're just looking at you in horror. And when they realize there's only a few of you and you're not the army or the militia that's come to save them, they start retreating back in. Like, you should come in, and you're like, no, you should come out. So
They're trying to get in here.
at
Why
this
would you want to stay?
because they can't get in. We're safe.
Nothing is safe. You need
They're
to get
building a battering ram at your other door.
Oh, what? And with that, you hear boom, and
Let's
everybody
go, let's
turns
go,
and looks
let's
towards the
go.
front door. No, it's not safe. They're killing people out there.
They're going to be killing people in here if we don't get out of here right now.
Well, not if we close the door. You
They're
should
coming
come
through the
in. You
front
should come
door.
in. You hear another loud
What is it?
banging, and you see dust like shake the door, and they're like,
Please.
"What do we do?"
Come
Yeah,
this way.
Is
Let's
it
go.
multiple people yelling at us, or is it one particular person that seems to be?
There's at least
causing
2 dozen
the
people
uproar?
in here. There's like at least
I know,
2
but
dozen
is it?
people in
Are
here.
they all barking this
Yeah,
"come in here"
it's
thing, or is it
it's a
one particular person leading it?
no.
Oh,
There's
Lord.
it's chaos, and none of them look like a priest. Like they're all wearing common clothes. As this goes on, and you hear the banging at the front door, and you kind of look, and you're watching the dust settle around the front. You do see just off to the side, praying with his hands up. Well, I don't know if he would be doing that. Maybe he's just holding his medallion. Eyes closed, calmly mouthing some words. You see a half-elven, robe-wearing priest.
Songbird's running over to the priest.
You run in.
I was gonna say the same thing, and I think I would beat Songbird there by a mile.
All right.
Yes.
So the
Yes,
two
you
of you break stride and you're like run through this crowd of people. And as you run through, they're like, "You come quick, come in." They're talking to Vermouth and Genia. They don't see Roz, so like they're not inviting him, and Roz probably wouldn't go inside. He'd be like, "Nope." So you guys run past, and they're like, you do see like a couple of people like move to stop you from getting to the priest, but you just kind of weave right past them because you're both fairly quick, and
I
you
have
get
45 feet in movement.
yeah, I know. Yeah, you also have high decks.
I can move.
I am lightning. So you get to the priest. The two of you like arrive at the priest, and he's just you can hear him quietly saying a prayer to Shanti. Please protect over us.
Priest, it's time for you to tell your people it's time to go, or once they get through this door, it's going to be on you. What happens?
So you talk to him, and he like you almost can see that you've broken his concentration as he says, I don't know that voice. Oh, greetings, brother. Welcome to the Temple of Shanti. How can I help you?
Shanti
We're
sent
here
us to help you. Let's go.
Shanti be praised. Come, folks, we're leaving. And he starts walking. He seems very like none of this is bothering him at all.
Oh Lord.
Are you feeding into his delusions? Is that what I just heard?
You're outside.
We didn't feed into his delusions. We just said we were sent to save him or to help him, which is a true statement. And I said what would happen if they got through the door would be on his hands. So I don't know.
I mean,
If we
as a
didn't
player, I
leave.
just wanted to clarify, how we're treating these NPCs.
I don't kill bad guys. You think I'm gonna kill
right? So
treat them badly?
There is another strike at the front door, and with that, he kind of like looks a little bit like, "Oh, okay, let's go, everyone."
You need to
and
get over the wall now.
He looks over to you, Vero, and he's like, "Where are we going exactly?"
Out the back and over the wall.
Okay,
as
everyone.
Quietly as possible. Let's go.
You heard our saviors. Go on, run along. And people are just like panicking, not knowing what to do, and then there's just a sudden surge for the doors. Everybody starts running out the back. It gets a little like bottlenecked for a minute, and they start running
children?
out. Yes, there's children, elderly, just all manner of villager. If you start counting, you realize there's probably close to 40 people.
Well, I'm gonna start help running the children over to the wall and over the wall.
Okay. So this group is actually heading back towards where you are. They are carrying, again, smoke screen, but that is starting to. Well, no, you didn't put the torches out, so there's still like kind of a smoke screen here. But now there's a lot of yelling and screaming people going by. Roz, you see them coming, and they're still doing their thing where they're probing and trying to put torches inside. And you see it like one of them actually puts a torch through the window. And you can see him like back up and go like this, like he's waiting for something to happen because you've watched where they've thrown the torches back out. And he's like, nothing happens. And for a second, he's like, they must be dying. It's working. Inside, you hear screaming as like a torch comes like falling into the room. The priest is helping all of you. He's like, okay, come along. Let's go. We must not dally. Our saviors are here. And he's like, what should we call all of you? And he's like trying to make casual conversation as like you're shuffling this mob of people out.
We will discuss that later. Let's keep going in quiet. Try to calm them down and go quietly, but quickly.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
It looks like it's a stealth mission, folks. So shh. Like everybody grab a partner, and they still the ones that are younger and are terrified are just running towards the wall. They hit that outside and they just start fanning out in different directions to head towards the wall. Are you guys gonna keep them from going that way? Like just kind of like shuffle them? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys start shuffling them. You're like, no, that way, and you will guide them. I need just let me get an intimidation check from Jinia and Roz. Whichever one of you rolls better, that's the one we're going to use. It's like advantage without advantage.
I'm also using all my movement to just like not
Oh, goody.
feet, but yeet children over the wall. Like run over, place them over the wall, run and get another child.
Okay, so you
Y'all
are.
are the least intimidating people ever.
I know they're just like shh shh shh. People like ah. I think at one point Roz just goes, I can't. So you're doing your best to shuffle these people, but every now and then somebody runs by you going the wrong way, and the imbeciles trying to set fire to the stone block haven't noticed them yet. So, but it is getting more. It is getting. They are getting closer, and there are more of them. But as soon as they hit the wall, they go over the wall.
We must go now.
Yes, people, let's go. Everyone, come along. Oh, wait, shh. Let's go. So, eventually, you get everyone to the wall, except, all of you.
Jinia,
And the priest.
go. All of you, go. Get over the wall.
Songbird's going to grab the priest by the arm and just haul. It's like, that's
Remove
it. We're going. We're going. I will sing you a song later about this whole entire thing. Let's go.
And Vermouth, who is already on the other side of the wall, is just telling people just hide in the trees, in the bushes, just come along.
Okay. So, Vermouth, I need a persuasion check from you. Songbird, I need a persuasion check from you. And it's not
I'm
so
gonna
much.
use my inspiration for advantage.
Okay, you can absolutely do that. Go for it. Oof, solid.
Nice.
You're just like a traffic cop.
Ooh.
You, there. Okay, move along 2 at a time. That way, you're just directing traffic. Everybody sees you like in your beautiful gown that's got kind of like a couple of tears and leaves in it with your bow, and they're just like,
There would not be any tears, sir. I have mending. I
oh,
have
that's right. I'm sorry.
prestidigitation.
Yes, I'm
I would-
sorry.
It's
Immaculate.
pristine.
So you
Pristine,
hear some of the
always.
kids like, is that an elven princess? As they're like following, they're like, I don't know, do what she says.
That's what I strive for.
All right. So, would halfling luck apply to this?
Yes,
it's a 1.
it's a 1.
Mhm.
Anyone on
Oh,
a 20
thank
sided.
God.
So you're using up your
Alrighty.
halfling luck?
Yeah, she's using a halfling luck
Yeah,
up.
because
Okay.
I'm not
I
looking
just
for
want to make
another
sure so I
bite.
can knock it off her.
Yeah.
Yep. And I still have another inspiration. So I'm trying to get this guy. This guy's gonna drive me nuts.
He's being cooperative.
Is he though?
He's been the
Is he
nicest
really?
person.
In his own
he's
way.
uncooperatively cooperative.
Roz will shoot
Wait,
you,
this is-
Friar Tuck.
Wait, so is there
Wait.
still like the smoldering like torches by the door?
Yes.
Would I be able to like grab them and like pretty much toss them like along this section right here?
Yes. You can.
Okay.
Cool.
And you said persuasion, right?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, the first time you rolled
Okay, and I-
perception.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I noticed that. And it would be advantage, right?
If you would like to use your inspiration, yes, it would be advantage.
Mhm.
I just got to
For some
I want to
reason,
just
I'm
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. What?
No, go ahead.
I just was going to I wanted to see something. So, Roz, I'm opening your character sheet. I'm just seeing what it looks like on the thing when you have 3
Have 3 what?
inspiration. So it
Oh,
doesn't
I don't.
So it doesn't show on your tunes. I just gave them to you just to test it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't show on your tunes. I
Okay,
just
back.
see that you have it. So you got to keep track of whether it's like 1, 2, make sure you're taking them off and putting them on.
No
I
take
could-
backs. You gave him
Oh,
inspiration.
nice, Songbird. Well done.
Mhm.
Yes. So you're like the first time you're just like deep breath. I need you to go. And he's just like, yes, yes, we're going. I'm sorry. And he'll take you by like the hand, like almost like you're going to a dance. And he'll just like take you by the hand and then lift himself over the wall, like using your leverage. Thank you.
It's working. You're welcome. Very much so.
Then
You're very much
he
welcome.
turns around and sees Vermouth directing traffic, and he's like, "Oh, yes, I'll go this way." It's a very powerful
All
group.
of us must go now.
Yeah,
Gotta
I'll
go in
spread
to
out
see the bodies. Let's go.
I will spread out as like
Oh,
as I'm
gee,
running
wow,
off.
wow.
I'll throw the smoke down like in this opening so that it's all as obscured as possible.
Songbird, you having fun out there by yourself?
I don't think she's realized it.
Give me a second. It's not moving. There it goes.
All right, hold
Oh,
on.
I also got to zoom
Everybody,
out to
stop
see
for
where
a
the hell I'm
second.
going.
I would like Roz, Songbird, and Vero. I would like stealth checks, please. You can roll
Oy
them.
vey.
I will give you advantage because you do have the cloud of smoke that Vero has laid down.
Okay.
I'm a ghost.
Advantage and stealth.
Okay. So the
I'm a
lowest
graceful dancer.
the lowest roll is a 19. So you guys, the rest of the group, you guys have already hit the wall, helping people over. You're already on the other side of the wall, but you three kind of stayed behind with the last one, making sure this guy goes and everything. So as they're coming around, you see them because you're looking for them, but they're just like hooting and hollering, just being, rebellious, creatures. As they come around, they're still looking at the thing, throwing torches up on the roof and catching them as they roll off. And you guys just go over the wall as the cloud of smoke just envelops the entire area. Quick, what are you doing?
Get
Making
through
our
the
way
trees
down.
and try to get everybody up the bank
All right.
towards the.
So you go down through the tree. You go down through the tree line and start heading towards the tunnels. As you guys
Yes.
are in the tree line and you hear, like, you come upon the water, you hear screaming and shouting.
Ahead of us,
Where?
or
Roz, what you guys hear is, "We're in!" And then this shouting starts to fade.
Oh, cool.
Make haste.
let's go.
It will not be long before we are found.
So I'm assuming you're shuffling and ushering all these people. Now,
Yes.
the villagers, some of them are hurt, some of them are elderly, some are children. They are slowing you down, but you guys will begin to make your way down the banks.
Should I run ahead and get the guards and let them know that the group's coming?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will use my movement and action to move.
All right. Do you want to take like one of the children with you?
Yeah, I'll take one of the smallest ones that can't really.
Okay. So you snatch up one of the kids, start running, and you take off. You all watch as he runs ahead. He'll indicate. I guess you'll tell the party, like, I'm gonna let the guards know because you asked me, but it's not the same. So, so you run off ahead. You see him like run off with a child. All of you are like grabbing like some of the weakest individuals and shuffling them around, and you just hear like horns and sounds of celebration, and then all of a sudden those sounds cease. And there's like a renewed surge of anger and shouting as they realize they've been duped. But
Move it along, move it along, move it along.
Move.
so you all run ahead. That was a pretty good plan, pretty well executed. So you hear them coming behind you. Every now and then a stone, you'll hear it like tack off one of the trees, like a clacking sound, because kobolds and slings. And you'll see some of them coming over the wall, like in a small wave, as they begin to like run into the forest to chase after you.
Oh,
But You are
Why are we
able to.
standing still?
Well, I didn't have to move on the thing, but you guys
Okay.
eventually will make it all the way to where the gate's house. You know you're being in pursuit. You're being pursued. Standing there is Vero with several of the guardsmen, and they are basically like forming a line to stop the rapid advance as you guys start running through. Some of them will stop and help usher people in. You get everybody into the tunnel. You tell them just keep going all the way through, because if they stop, they'll block the tunnels. So everybody's just shuffling through. Just keep going, keep going. People are falling in, and as you're like piling in, because again a bottleneck, you see like some of the kobolds come rushing out of the woods, and you just hear the clicks of the crossbows as several of them like run forward and fall. Um, you manage to like hold them off until the last of you are inside the gate, and the gate is snapped shut and locked. And they begin to take their positions to make sure that nothing else can come through. Luckily, none of the kobolds that saw the tunnel survived the initial attack. So for now, the tunnel may still be hidden. But they do not leave it. They do not trust it. You hear them like send for reinforcements. They are going to fill this tunnel with soldiers. While at the other end, people are being helped out of the cellar. It is a slow process, but eventually all of you will make it to the first level of the keep, leave the cellar. The keep is packed now. You realize that you have retrieved a significant number of villagers. There are still some missing. The sergeant, you can see that he like looks around and he's asking people, "Is she with you? Have you seen her?" And he gets a lot of head shakes because nobody has seen his missing sister and her family.
Is that Sergeant Murkoth?
Mm-hmm. Yes. And he's not looking that great. Remember, he saw some combat. He took some hits.
All right.
So, he's limping from group to group. I think he got shot in the thigh. I think that's what happened to him. Something. So, but you were eventually met by Escobart. He's like, "Well, I'll be. You did it again. Proven to be quite the heroes." Anybody left
I
behind?
don't know how I feel about him not, trusting us or believing in us. I mean, we are competent people. We can get shit done.
I know a lot of competent people. None of them are heroes. Takes a
We
set.
didn't say we
exactly.
were heroes. You said it.
Yeah,
We're just helping.
I am saying it. Like, if we survive this, you will be known as heroes. Live it up. He kind of like walks away grumpily. He is a dwarf after all.
It's like,
The usual grumpy
Yeah.
face.
Up above, looking from the ramparts, you can see the governor looking down. He does kind of catch your gazes and smile and nod. But you can also see that he is taking an account of who has survived and who has shown up. You can see soldiers continually walking up to him and handing him notes or reports or talking to him, where he will nod either like happily or acceptingly.
Hero's back to just calmly walking around after his full-on sprint.
So Songbird, priest approaches you. He's like,
Okay.
I really, it seems that I have a lot of work before me, and I hope Shanti is going to be graceful and allow me to help all these people. But you had mentioned a song.
Yes. Yes, actually. Why not? So, Songbird is going to pull her lyre around. And again, it's one of those kind of like strapped on ones. And start playing another one of those tunes to try to calm everything down, because obviously the people in the sanctuary were all sorts of a panic and everything like that. So Songbird's going to take the opportunity, start playing the lyre and kind of singing a story of pretty much like of this priest and trying to keep the masses calm with his prayers. You know, trying. He's happy. I'm like, okay, I'm not even going to burst his bubble. We're just going to keep this going, and how Shanti has helped his masses.
Oh, if you sing about her and put her in your song, he's thrilled. You also know that he's not. He just seems like really calm. Like the faith is strong in this one. He like whatever happens happens for a reason, and you just have to have faith. That is how calm and invested in his religion he is. So when you
Yeah, this is more for everybody else.
right, but as you are singing, he is going around, and you almost feel like you're singing a song, and it's pretty powerful. But while you're singing, you can almost feel your strength like slowly being like drained from you. I saw Roz's face. You're not there. You don't know that's happening.
Yeah, we're all up
Vero
there.
has
No.
found Vero has found a box, and he's sitting on top of the box out of the way, meditating.
Cross-legged
Songbird's
with.
Yep.
Songbird's not gonna like let this affect her singing, but she is gonna be looking around to seeing if one of her near companions, one of words, if one of her companions is nearby.
I'm gonna say Roz is not too far away. I would think Vermouth and Ginny are together, but I don't know where they're at. Because I think Ginny would be trying to help. I think Vermouth would be like, "Ooh, don't touch me." So I'm not sure. Yeah, so I'm not sure what they're doing, but we'll get to them in a second. Vero is not paying attention. He's meditating and he has his eyes closed. So Roz is definitely near you. Give me a 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
Ginia, Vermouth, what are you two doing?
I'm going to be wandering around trying to get to know people because we're citizens now. I want to know people so I know who's here and who's missing and who else should we be looking for, because if they're not here, they've got to be somewhere. And just kind of mingling.
Okay.
Because, we're citizens now.
So you're going around meeting people and trying to get an account of who might be missing, which is not that difficult. Because if you talk to the sad people or the people that look like they're worried, somebody in their family might be missing. So you will be let in on the secret. Well, not so much of a secret, that the sergeant's sister and her children are missing. Nobody knows where they've been. They haven't seen sight of them. There is a few other people that are missing. They give you like names and stuff. But a lot of the sad people are concerned for the amount of people that have been lost. So you're getting more of a reading, not so much missing, but no, I saw them taken down. Then they hacked them to pieces. So they're giving you a lot of the dead. The horrors of war.
And I'm going to try to console them and, try to help keep people calm and maybe keep people from kind of panicking and realizing how overwhelming everything that they're going through is. And then I'm going to turn and look at Vermouth and see what she's up to, because I know it could potentially not be any good.
I'm just standing back from you, within your eyesight, but also not talking to these people. Because I'm already figuring out we're probably just going to be here for a few weeks, and then we're out of here because we're not going to stay.
No.
She's already thinking, not staying. This is not where I want to end up.
She's
Hold on for
She's like, you told me we were going on an adventure. I don't like this. Okay. So you're going around. So, Ginny, there's a lot of people in here. So you're going to be meeting and talking and consoling a lot of people. So with that being said, I don't know how much attention to Songbird you would actually be paying attention. Like, she seems fine. She's going around singing. You can hear her singing.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can hear her singing. And it generally seems to be having a good effect on people. Sorry. So I don't think you notice like her trying to get attention. Vermouth, definitely not. I think you're just so like I am so over it that you're not paying attention to anybody right now. So Roz, you would be the only one that Songbird like you catch gaze with her real quick.
Songbird's going to give him a look. Even though she's singing and doing and playing, she's just going to kind of give him a look like kind of a squinted down look of like there's concern going on. And kind of like something's wrong type look with a shake on the head.
He will see this, and he'll have two minds. Like, she's singing, which is something she loves to do, and playing her lyre, which she loves to do, but yet there's a look on her face that she's not content in what she's doing. So he'll not interrupt her playing, but get beside her and kind of whisper, "Is something wrong?
She's
okay?"
going, let's see, she's going to nod to the first one and then go like this to the second one as she just keeps going and everything.
Here, keep singing, but come with me. He'll put his arm around her, well, kind of down like that, but he'll kind of escort her over where she can maybe sit down. Does he see that she's looking, I don't know,
Roll me
weak?
perception or medicine. Whichever one you have higher. I don't think you have medicine, so.
I hate you.
Oh, that was almost 17.
Yep.
Rob.
It did roll off of it. She has given you an indication something's wrong, but you don't think it's physical. Like, you don't see anything wrong with her. Other than her demeanor. Like, you know.
So he'll kind of bring her over here to this, I'm guessing it's a box or a crate or something, and just kind of ease her down so she's sitting down, and may say, maybe finish your song and see how you feel. You must, maybe you took damage and you're not aware.
Songbird will nod her head, kind of look around to see how. Is there some form of calm that has happened at least?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so then she is going to end the song, nice little ending, a few last strands from the lyre. And then how's she feeling now? Is it still draining or?
As soon as you stop, you feel it's not any worse. You still feel drained, but as soon as you stop, you don't feel like it's getting worse. While you were singing, you could feel it getting worse.
What is the matter? You do not look well.
I don't know what is going on. As I was singing, I was getting weaker. Now that I've stopped, I still feel kind of weak, but it's not increasing. I don't understand what's going on. This is not normal. I don't get it.
Roz kind of looks around and notices everybody's, instead of the panic that was going on, it's subsided quite a bit. Hey, you have done wonders here. It seems to have taken its toll upon you, though.
Would Songbird feel like this would be the thing, is like she put so much into it to calm everybody down that this was the case, or was it the draining more of a negative feeling?
The draining was more of a negative feeling towards you. So while you two are having this conversation, you see the half elven priest. He kind of walks up and he's smiling, he's nodding at people, and he comes over to you and he clasps his hands. He says, "That was beautiful. You did wonderful. I am so glad you helped me." And he will like reach out and touch your head. And Roz, as he touches her forehead, you see like a little light between his fingertip and her forehead, and you can feel like he's basically like casting healing magic into you.
Okay. But is that to Roz or to Songbird?
To Songbird. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Roz would have ripped off his arm. Are you kidding me? Like, don't touch me.
I don't know. I got stuck on freaking Roz. She's going to say thank you, but I don't think it's going to ease that feeling of negativity. Because it's still in her mind of like, what was that?
That's fair.
And why was that?
Are you asking out loud, or are you just sitting there thinking about it?
With the priest there, just thinking about it.
Okay. So
she's going to wait until the priest leaves, hopefully soon, to try to talk to Roz about what was going on.
So once he touches you, you feel the healing magic go into you, and you had like 1 point of damage, so you have no damage now.
Oh yeah, okay.
So he did heal you, and you feel like the drain is gone. Like you suddenly just feel back like the way you were before you started singing. And he will look at you, smile, and he will bid you he'll bid you farewell in an elven manner. Like he will switch to elvish when he says it, and he will begin to walk away. Now you notice he's a half elf too. But he will revert to elven, and then he will like bow towards you, and then towards Rod. And it looks like he's about to bow towards Roz, and instead he kind of looks at him and he goes,
Roz will give him the 2-second head nod and then look at Songbird.
With that, he'll walk away, leaving the two of you alone. I mean, as long as you can get in a keep full of like people.
Yeah.
So, I saw when he touched you. Are you better now?
I am, but something is still bothering me. It's not physically or anything like that. It's while I was singing, it was like a negative attack on me. Like something was not approving of what I was doing. And as I continued doing it, it just kept the attack going. And since I stopped, it stopped the attack. But it was just very negative. It was something's negative around here. I don't know if it's an energy. I don't know if it's a person. There's a negative.
Has this ever happened to you before?
No.
When you sing? Even when people do not like your singing? Not?
That's a different form of negativity.
Yes, I suppose so.
And usually outwardly expressed.
Yes,
and Songbird would kind of like, because she's had her moments. But this was a different attack.
Are you sure it was an attack? Raz is not all that smart, but it almost seemed as the more you played, the more the peoples were encouraged, they were more not under the stress, but it almost appeared that you took on their uh, their hopelessness. Does this make sense? Is this possible?
There's always the possibility of absorbing the negativity, like drawing it from people. Um,
Is
but I've never
hopelessness the
experienced this.
negativity? Is fear
It,
negativity?
those are all negativities, but
Mm.
I don't know. The way it felt just felt,
It felt like an
and
attack, you say.
it felt like almost an attack. But I'm going to consult the DM. It's like, is
Yes.
with her thinking about it, was it more of her taking in their stuff, kind of like empathically, or is it more of really an attack because someone was pissed off
Roll an Arcana check.
that all the chaos going on? Arcana. Oh dear. Oh, I am proficient. Yay!
I know.
Hold
That's
on,
why
let me
you're
make sure.
rolling it.
I don't remember.
I'm sitting here looking at your
I don't
character sheet
remember.
like, is she gonna know this? Alright. You don't feel like it was you don't feel like it was you taking on their, you've never been able to do that. So you don't
Mhm.
feel like you're taking on their negativity, but you also don't feel like it was an attack. Something's at play, but it's not something you've experienced before. But you don't think it was an
Mhm.
attack. It's almost like you were giving up your energy, not taking energy. But you don't know how to do
But
that
as a negative.
either. Because you were giving up your energy for the people's like calm.
Mhm.
So
But why would I view that as a negative?
I never said it was negative. I said you feel weak. You took it as a negative.
I don't think I've ever
Okay.
felt positive about feeling weak.
Well, that's fine, but I
Yeah.
never said it was negative. I just said you felt weak.
Technicalities.
Mm.
Technicalities.
Listen,
At this
I
point,
explained it and just let you run with it.
at this point, Jenya's going to notice that Songbird and Roz are hanging out over here, and she's going to kind of walk over to see what the heck is going on.
Okay. Why?
Because Songbird's quiet and she's concerned.
She does look a little bit concerned. Like Songbird looks kind of, you know, like she's really trying to figure something out. Roz just looks like a cat.
Pretty kitty. Sorry, I had to.
Fluffy.
Fluffy. So you walk over. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You can talk.
Songbird has had an episode of sorts. As she was singing, she seemed to grow weaker and weaker the more she sang, and she is concerned about it.
That is very concerning. Would I have any knowledge of what might have caused that?
She would give you that information. You can roll. That's gonna be. Might have to do a different one for you. Oh wait, no, you have Arcana too. I'm sorry. I take that back. Go ahead. Yeah, you can roll. But you're only going by the knowledge that I heard Roz tell you. So, that's a hell of a roll.
Thanks.
So you
it's about damn
know,
time.
yes. So you know, in your craft, there are like spells out there that you can take someone's health and basically divide it up against others.
So I would assume that it would have been the priest kind of drawing from Jinya's, or not Jinya's, Songbird's energy to help soothe the people. And she gets drained because of it. And then he comes over and heals her so that she feels better.
Mm-hmm. But
Yes,
So
when
she had, for her not to know what was happening, she had to be a willing participant. And I think you're thinking that her, by asking her to sing and her so readily doing it, that was her acknowledgement. Vermouth is like, wow.
No, I'm just thinking that's such a shady motherfucker. Oh my god.
I didn't say he was good. I
Did
just said he was calm. Greater good.
has
I didn't say he was
has
bad either. I was
Ginger
just like, that's so
relayed this to
shady and
Songbird?
sneaky.
yeah, absolutely. I would share that with you.
Okay. That that's just something I've I don't know. That was different and everything. I've never had that done before. I'm still trying. It's for the greater good. It is for the greater good.
Yeah, but he at least could have warned you.
That would have been nice, yeah. I agreed.
Do you think this is maybe something that is come upon you the more you are in your craft, the more you become better at your craft? What he's trying to say is, you just leveled up, that type of thing. Are you? Is it something that comes along with?
Yeah. Songbird was going to sit there and think about what Ladybird, her mentor, has told her of what to expect with all the training that she was doing and what she was being prepared for.
So,
And so it's kind of the realization kind of starting to kick in. Is like, oh, this may be some of the stuff that she was talking about.
right. Like, you also know you have a song of rest that can help heal people while they're trying to rest. It doesn't usually
Yep.
train you, but if
Yeah.
somehow that was
That's why.
being channeled out to a mass of people, yeah, it would make you tired.
Okay, now that's a little bit more understanding. Yes. Okay.
What Raz is trying to say is, you have given yourself for others, and that is very honorable and commendable.
Somewhere would smile, and is Rod still sitting next to her?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she's gonna reach over, put her hand on his arm and say, "Thank you." It's going to be new. It's going to be strange. And there's just a lot to go through without Ladybird to help guide me. I have a feeling through all of this, it's going to be hard. It's because now I have no one to help me through it.
It appears most of us here, and he looks at Ginia, with the exception of a couple here, are like you. We are on our own now. And we must maybe draw on the experiences of those before us. And hopefully we do not disappoint those that have come before. And he kind of looks at your hand on his arm. He's not turning red because you wouldn't see it, but his whiskers kind of,
See, if I would have touched him, I would have got smacked.
Yeah, but you're a grumpy little dwarf, so.
It wasn't the dwarf, it was the half elf. He's the same race as you.
Oh. Yeah, you probably would have been still.
Yeah, but he's a sketchy
Is-
half elf who drains people's energy to make other
and
people
not as
feel better with.
charismatic. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was a bit annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Anybody who's that happy and calm all the time, I have.
I
feel
have
like they've got issues.
questions.
Wait. Do you say someone's calm like that all the time?
I
Not
sure
you.
did. I said happy and calm.
That's
There's
it.
a difference.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
difference.
Yeah, you're just
happy
calm.
and calm. You're just calm
Okay.
and
calm.
yeah,
He's calm and calm.
calm. He's just calm.
I'm just calmly sitting off to the side as
Super
they're like, I
calm.
hate calm people.
Yeah, like opens his eyes like, what?
Excuse me?
How dare? Okay, so you guys all share a moment. Ginger, you get to see it. Vermouth, what are you doing? Because everybody's kind of left you alone.
Oops.
Oh, no. I would have followed Jinya, but stay very far away from that, watching them, disapproving. It's like, shouldn't get too close. They're probably gonna die eventually.
Wow. Well, yeah, that's true. You are an elf.
Oh,
And I mean, also, we don't know if these people are gonna stick around or if we're gonna stick around with these people. They seem to bring us trouble. Jinya seems to be getting into trouble. I don't really approve of that either. I
Are
just want to
you
go to a
passing
nice big
judgment
city
on
with
causing
fancy
trouble
stuff.
right now?
hey, Songbird got you out of trouble.
Did she though?
Well, the little
I mean, because they
tattletales.
didn't know what really happened. They were very confused, as far as I could tell.
If we want to play that game, Jinya dragged Vermouth along. Vermouth didn't want to be there, so if Vermouth did what she wanted, she couldn't have been there to blow up the mill.
Mm.
Oh, so it's
Allegedly.
my fault.
Allegedly.
Well,
Allegedly.
to be fair now, to be fair,
Allegedly.
she did knock off like almost half of the last opposition with
Very
her
true.
bow.
She did.
She did.
I
My
paid
dad taught me
attention
well.
in class.
He wanted me to be a ranger. I didn't want to be a ranger.
She's like, it's so uncivilized. All right. So, you guys spend some time going through and meeting people. You do hear. You stop that right now.
I didn't do anything.
Not you.
No.
Sirenscape started playing sounds that I didn't want it to play yet.
Yet that's terrifying.
Yeah.
So you all go through, and Ginger, you hear about a few people. You already know that the sergeant, he's limping around angry. He's just angry. You also hear about a couple of monks that have gone missing. Word is that they may have
Wait,
not
Vera went missing?
monks. No, Viral's right there.
He's
Well,
meditating.
he's also a monk, so
Right.
I'm just saying.
But he's there, so it would be two other monks. Yeah, he suddenly just
Oh.
disappears.
There's a
I
moment
wouldn't
of
have
panic
asked him.
before they look over and they're like, oh, he's over there.
He's right there. Okay. So you hear about a couple of monks that have gone missing. One of them is named Leosin. The rumor is that he's they're harpers, and they were here for some unknown reason, but they had been in the town for months now.
How do you
Songbird.
spell that name?
Leo Sin.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You recognize the name.
Leo Sin?
Mm-hmm. She talked about him often, enough that you remember the name. Once her mentor, not for singing though, for the organization, and also her husband.
Oh. Oh. Damn. Okay. Songbird's kind of like, wait, what? Wait, what? Not quite sure how to approach this.
You could percolate on that for a minute.
Oh, thanks.
Ginia, As far as an accounting of people missing, like I said, these two missing individuals, one that they think was a monk, one that was maybe his apprentice, they've gone missing. There's a couple of soldiers that are either they're believed dead because they were out trying to get towards um one of the other locations that needed basically safeguarding and trying to rescue people. They overtaken by a swarm. Nobody's seen them since. They're believed dead. And then the sergeant's family. Everybody else they think is dead. So those are the only people that are not accounted for. A couple of other names are like out there that they're unknowns. But even like in the town, they're probably not, like maybe they just ran off. Maybe they made it into the hills or something.
So where is this other location that would have needed to be safeguarded, and would it have been somewhere that people could get in and barricade so that if they got there, they would be safe?
Um, it would basically be another like warehouse where they kept some stores of like food, and they wanted to make sure after the mill was gone that they at least secured that area. Supposedly, it was a successful mission, but some people have gone missing.
So I feel like we should at least go check and make sure that the mission was for sure successful, and at the very least find out who is there so that we could kind of ease the worry of the people who are here, so that at least they know
Okay, that's
who's
fair.
who's safe and who's not.
Shells. All right, so you have it in your head that you want to do that, and I would say you mentioned it to Songbird and Roz since they're talking. Vermouth is lingering around, but again, trying to stay like away from it, like not engage unless she has something snide to say. And Vero is just meditating on a crate. Some of the kids are just looking up at him, like giggling and looking at him while he's sitting there with his eyes shut. Um, and you'll see like they'll try to like touch him, but Vero, without opening his eyes, is just like avoiding their touch.
Boom.
Would you
No
say?
touchy.
Did you say
I
boom?
said boom. No, boom.
Oh,
And then I was
No
like, no
touchy.
touchy.
you stop that now. While you all are having this conversation and thinking of what your next course of action is, you hear loud drums. And you
Oh,
see
fantastic.
several of the soldiers like looking and pointing to the west from their positions on the walls. People are just running up to see what's going on.
What now? And I'm gonna run
Pierce.
and see if I can get onto one of the walls to look and see what everybody's pointing at.
No
Okay.
rest for the weary.
No west for the reary.
What? No west
No
for
what
the
for the
reary.
what?
It came out backwards, and I don't
Yeah,
care.
it did.
No
You have a
rest
stroke?
for. Yeah, I think I did. I stroked in my head. Anyway, so you guys all run up to the walls to get a look and see what's going on. Now, most of the town folks look up in horror or like worry. Only soldiers are running up on the wall, including all of you. It is almost daytime. Like you can see the dawn in the distance. And you also you haven't heard any combat. You still smell smoke, and you know there's still fires raging, but it's gotten fairly quiet until the drums. And as you come up over the wall and look, you see what is probably the entire attacking force just off to the west, just beyond our range. And you see one individual. Well, not for you, Ross, but you see one individual step forward, and he is got a staff with a white flag tied to it. As he steps forward, you see that there are several prisoners basically tied to like branches or tree trunks across their shoulders with their arms tied out wide. They're not crucified or anything, they just have their arms tied. And they're being prodded forward by dozens and dozens of kobolds. Flanking the kobolds and behind the kobolds, kind of using them as fodder, you see several humans. And you fought many of these humans, these cultists, these groups. But standing in front of them is one individual. He's there holding two items: the flag and then his weapon. This creature is very tall. It is humanoid, but covering its skin are blue scales, and its head is shaped like that of a dragon. And why don't we take a break right there?
No.
What do you mean, no? It's
No,
10, 20. You're the ones that are like, you gotta let us go to the bathroom.
Fair. All right.
That's it. No bathroom breaks. Solved.
That's it. Now I know. All right, chat. We'll be back in a minute, we'll be back. We're gonna take like 10, 14-ish minute break, but we'll be back as soon as everybody has returned. I will probably just come back and start talking in a minute, so just bear with us, and we'll see you soon.
Can you rate
I-
it on a
I-
scale of 0 to 10?
Gosh.
I fractured a vertebrae in high school.
Oh,
That's
shit.
a bad problem, so.
Hi everyone, we're back. Kind of, sort of. We're still waiting for Fury, who hasn't returned, but she should be here any second now, hopefully.
There's some mornings where I it hasn't happened in a while, but like I'll have a sciatic. Ever since I hurt my back in high school, every so often I have a sciatic nerve issues where I'll be like, okay, time to get up in the morning, and my legs go, not today, and I find
Oh.
myself quickly on the ground.
Hmm.
Yikes.
Luckily, it's been a while since that's happened. But
We come back and then we're all silent to our chat. Oh, speaking of
Well, I
which-
mean,
No,
damn
we're
it.
processing.
Well,
We're
sorry.
processing.
Well,
Vermouth
I was
is
gonna-
in the bottom there.
and also if we
Where?
say
On the,
anything,
we're
it
all
might.
on the wall. She's not.
No, she's not there yet. We're just waiting
We
for
might what?
her.
No, he's saying that she's the only one who didn't get up on the wall, as far
That
as our
tracks.
characters.
Oh, that's true. But
But we're also not spouting anything off because who knows what Havoc's gonna say.
There.
yes, I'm just chomping at the bit so I could spit it out. But we're just waiting. Fury!
Grasshopper.
You better tell her she
Oh, my
can't call you
goodness.
grasshopper too, because I wasn't allowed.
I was talking to you.
Oh. Oh. I'm
Mm.
okay with that. Why you call me grasshopper? Because you ugly and look like a bug.
Oh my.
Fury, are you back yet? Where are you? Hello? Hello?
Has it been 10 to 14 minutes ish?
Yes, it has. She should be back. Fury. Fury. Oh, Fury. Did somebody send her a thing on Discord? I sent her one on the
If she's
table.
not at her, if she's not at her computer, what is she? If she was at her
Yeah.
computer, she'd be here. If she's not, then
Yeah, you're right.
She might be having a bio break.
No, I was sending a message to the Kick chat.
Oh. Are you doing... you're doing multi?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in Kick. Hello,
'Cause
Kick
you're
World.
not. We've got 2 viewers over on Kick, and then the
Stop
Twitch
judging.
chat, which is probably
They just
fairly
kicking it?
used to all of our shenanigans.
Oh yeah. Yes, absolutely. That is most definite.
I have no shenanigans.
Liar.
I'm
Whatever.
I am unjustly accused. I am so level-headed and calm. Even keel, even.
Mm-hmm. Whatever you got to tell yourself.
Sure.
See this abuse? this is the life of a
You love it.
DM. Oh, there she goes.
There she is.
There she is. Don't give me a
And he's
side
paranoid
eye.
and shit. Well, because you're off to the side. That's why I have to give you side eye.
I know. I know you were looking at me.
Well, because you were talking to me.
There wasn't a doubt in my mind that I got that look.
Well, you were the one
Well,
talking,
you are
so
the
I'm
loud
looking at
one.
you.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Mhm.
Devouring said, so calm as he makes a party member take music damage.
I know, right? That was cool. But I was calm about it. Even keel.
Oh, it's so lovely. You're doing such a nice thing for these people. It'd be a shame if you got hurt. Yeah, I know that you've been traumatized by a lot of things. Let me suck the soul out of the thing you love and make you hesitate doing it again in the future.
Why you gotta taint it so much? Jeez.
Such anger.
So
Yeah.
I have a question. Was he doing life transference? Is that what it was?
Listen, you have no idea what that is just yet, so you stop
I
it.
mean, no. As a character, no. As a player, yes, because I've
Okay.
played a death cleric before.
I know, and you shush.
See? The side eye was
Ask
deserved.
questions.
That time I
Mhm.
deserved it, but shush.
See, how dare you, Fury? You're not allowed to grow your knowledge as a player.
She's doing.
Oh my god.
No, she's not growing anything. She's making sure she asserts hers into the game.
I was just asking a simple question, was I not?
Yes, I think I gave you a simple answer. If it's going over your head, I am not. We will talk later.
Somebody's in trouble, and I'm not sure which one of you it is.
Probably me. Okay,
Yep.
so
That would be my vote, but
Cole says Fury nailed it.
Thank you. I like the validation.
No, don't validate her. Then she'll just do it again. Damn it.
Yep.
Okay.
So anyway, blue scales with the flag.
Yes, blue scales with flag. So while all of you are looking, the scene will fade back in, and he's looking up at the keep walls, and he will look back, and again, you see the prisoners, and they're being prodded forward with spears. You see a young woman, a young man, well, not a young woman, an older woman, a young man, 2 children, and a couple of like guardsmen, maybe. And the guardsmen have been stripped. They have nothing on. The children,
They're
the
naked?
no, they have like they have no armor or anything.
Oh, so they're in their like regular basic common clothes.
Yes, common clothes. The young boy, his tunic is just covered in blood. You can see that he's been beaten. The children are terrified, but they are still strapped to the logs to keep their arms out, and they are tied together by ropes. And the creature on the grounds before the keep will actually begin to scream towards you, and his voice will boom
Easy for you to
across
say.
the wall. Yeah, I know it's horrible. It says, "Defenders of Greenest, this has been a successful night, and I'm feeling generous. Do you see these pitiful creatures? We have no need for them, and I am willing to trade them for a bit of sport. Send out your best fighter to face me, and I will release them to you in exchange."
I look down the row of bow holders.
All of all of you standing there, like looking, you hear Sasha, and you hear the sergeant like charge towards the wall, well, limp towards the wall, and he looks out. He's like, "No!" And he starts freaking out as a bunch of guards go to grab him to keep him from shooting, and they're like, they'll kill her, like, because he's looking to shoot at this guy.
Oh, so I shouldn't
Oh.
try to send fire at him.
Thank God that just happened.
Oh my god.
Actually, you never walked up on the wall, so you can't send
That's
fire at
true.
anybody.
That's true. I wouldn't walk up to the wall because I'm like, why? Why are we risking our lives again? I don't understand. We are not going to live here.
She's actually like found a place to sit down and is trying to like not touch dirt.
oh my god.
Roz will look down at or look over to his right to Vero and say, if you're not willing, Roz will go.
No, I can. Um, his. I mean, yeah, I can fight them. I guess I don't. It looks like it's a melee fight. He has a melee weapon.
I'll tell you in a second. I think he has a great sword. Yeah, he has a great sword.
Hey, Vero, you're not wearing armor, right?
No, I don't wear armor.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna correct. He has a great sword and a spear because the thing that the flag is tied to is actually a spear.
But melee weapons. Okay.
Yeah, melee weapons.
Then I will make my way down to the
Oh, wait,
entrance
wait,
of
wait.
the.
Before you go, Vermouth is gonna just, tap you on the shoulder real quick, chant something, and do a thing. There we go. Just don't die.
Oh,
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will
Well
make
done.
my way to the gates
Ooh.
and ask them to open. I guess one of the small doors. I'm assuming there's a small
the Sally port.
single person.
Sally Port.
The
Sally
Sally
port,
port,
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
And I'll have them open the Sally port and slowly, just in a calm walk calmly out as I normally walk around.
So as you walk out in your calm, casual demeanor, you see that there's soldiers everywhere watching this, and separated from them, standing before them, is this half dragon man. He looks over in your direction, and you could see like his grin extend. He's like looks back over his shoulder. He says, "Release the children." With that, some of the kobolds come forward and start cutting the two children away. They terrified. They don't move, and the kobolds start poking them with the back of their spears.
I
Like
calmly wave the children towards me.
um as you wave them towards you, again, everybody is silent on the keep watching. There's silence on the other side. Everything has gotten quiet. The sun is starting to come up. The children run towards you, tears in their eyes, as they run over and like basically hide behind you, looking back. She's like, oh, what do we do? They still have
I,
mama.
I'll try to get them back. Just go inside.
Roz will jump down and go to the Sally port and, children, come this way.
They'll turn and look to you, and as children tend to do, they kind of lose track of the intensity of the moment. He goes, "Is that a cat?"
Yes, go,
Yes,
go, go.
please come.
They will come because they are cat kids. You will see the sergeant has hobbled his way downstairs, like after you, and they're still like holding him. Like there's still a group watching him, but as soon as he sees the children, he breaks. He's like, "Come to me," and they basically run over. And he's like, "Uncle, they have Mama." He says, "I know," and you can see like he is worried as he looks out into the field through the doorway to see Vero standing there, hair blowing in the wind.
Close the door and go back up.
All right, Vero.
Step forward. I don't know where this.
I'm gonna put him on the map for you. He's for all of you on the wall, you could see that everyone has shifted in the castle to look at what's going on as these two begin to get ready to face each other.
I will get into a more defensive stance because I just don't know what's going to happen. So
Okay. So the creature you're facing is basically, half dragon, humanoid, blue scales, and the features of a dragon head.
Mhm.
He is wearing full armor. I don't remember what armor he's wearing. Let me open up his character sheet again and move it over here. Oh, so he's wearing splint.
Unfamiliar with this one.
So he's
They're
watching
like
you
jewels.
as you walk towards him. And he takes the flag, the spear with the flag on it. He turns it around and jams it into the ground so that the flag is on the ground now.
Mhm.
And he says, "If you try any tricks, they will kill the prisoners."
Roz from the top of the keep is going to yell this out in Draconic. Maybe, if I can get it to do it. Why isn't it doing it? Okay, well, never mind. Maybe I'm not. It's not doing it.
What are you trying to do? Send the message in Draconic?
Yep. I've got it chosen and I typed it out and I'm hitting chat and enter, but it's not doing. Oh, there
There
it
it
went
goes.
finally.
Little bit of delay, maybe. Okay, so you yell that out from the wall,
Mm-hmm.
and he kind of looks up towards the wall and just like laughs.
Rude. I don't know what he said. That's rude.
Oh, hydrate. Everybody drink. Thank you, Peppa. So there is a deep, throaty laugh, and he does let go of the spear and begin to step forward. He says, "Oh, I've seen one like you before. I think I know your tricks. You're the best they had."
You asked for a fighter.
I asked for their best. Well, let's see what you can do. So, since it's just me and you, to keep it interesting, we're gonna roll initiative every turn.
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead, roll initiative. Oof. All right, you go first.
Good one.
I'm gonna let all of you roll initiatives, but your initiatives are gonna stay where they're at. So the only ones that are gonna be moving around in the initiative are Vero and the champion. It's only because if somebody decides they want to do
nice.
something, that's when you're gonna be able to do it. Okay?
That's when I get a nat 20.
Hey. Not exactly what you were hoping for, I understand, but oh well.
That you can inspire.
Yeah.
If you still, do you have any inspiration left?
I have an inspiration left.
Vero has inspiration.
Oh, you're talking about Bardic inspiration?
No. Bardic inspiration. Sorry.
Yeah, you can do
yeah.
you
Yeah,
can
I
do
don't-
stuff like that. Just remember, his initiative will be bouncing around yours. Yours are all set because you're not involved out there. Okay. All right. So Vero, you are up first.
I will run forward at him, and I will swing at him with my hands. I'll throw hands at him. Let's see what happens.
Go ahead and throw
I'm going
hands.
to use my inspiration to try to start this off strong.
Good job. All right. So inspiration, and that is it. Oh, that is a
Oof,
hit.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay.
And then I will, let me just double check to make sure I do this correctly. So I have one attack and then And bonus action, I'll punch him once to start, and then bonus action, I'm going to use one of my key points to take patient defense.
Okay.
And then that'll be my turn.
All right. So for those of you inside, I'm not gonna keep checking with you. You kind of have to say, "Oh, can I?" in between the turns. All right. So I'm just gonna jump back and forth between him and the creature. But that doesn't mean you can't do something. You just got to tell me, and then we'll figure out when it will happen in the thing. Okay.
Must think of the prisoners.
So he is going to take your first hit, and you do like you hit him, and he doesn't stagger back, but you move him back. Like he doesn't take a step back, but you do like make him sway a little bit. And with that, he will come across with his great sword and try to hurt you very badly. You have patient defense on? Like you already put it on? Okay, cool.
Yep.
So moving around, you dodge. It is a big weapon. He is a big boy, so you are a hard target. But he does get more than one attack. So I think he gets, he attacks twice. Just making sure. So he's going to attack a second time with his greatsword. That one cuts a little close. Like you kind of do a backwards like lay, and it just swings over your face. And like clips some of your hair that was trailing behind you. Because your AC is only 12, right?
It is 18 with the.
Oh, you have that
plus
magic
3.
on you. Yes, okay. But it's still
normally 15. It's regularly 15.
Okay. All right. Would you like to roll initiative again, sir?
Yeah.
Nice. You're still ahead of him.
Okay. Then I will swing at him again and see what happens.
That one will hit. That
was terrible. But I will use my last key point, try to effectively not get hit as much as possible out the gate. So I'll take patient defense again. And that'll be my turn.
Don't forget you still have halfling luck.
Mm-hmm.
You're right, I do.
Yes.
Thank you.
He hasn't rolled a 1 yet, though. Okay.
But it's good to keep in mind so I don't just get all upsetty spaghetti.
So he is going to swing 2 more times with his greatsword at you. Hey. There you go. Ooh, a crit and a 19. Ooh. But because of what he is, the 19 is also a crit.
Of course.
You had to pay. You went a whole round. Come on. And I rolled ones and twos.
I'm down.
Oh my god.
Dude, we're level 2. I'm the second highest HP, and you took me out in one swing with a crit. Again, this is like the 4th time this has happened to this character.
Yep.
I start out so strong, and you're like, it'd be a shame if I just critted you and killed you.
Havoc really has it out for you, man. I mean,
hold on. But in my defense, he called for a champion. You could have picked whoever walked out there. Secondly, I crit him. That's not my fault. Jesus Christ.
With a sword.
With a sword.
With his hands.
Yeah, but no, he wasn't.
I rolled a 1 and a 2. Let's forget the 12 that I automatically get, leaving exactly 3 points plus. So it's 16 without the 2 dice you rolled.
You did get inspiration though, so you can add one of those back on for like when you're doing your death saves. So he will hit you, and you will all see this. You will watch as the sword misses the first time, and then comes back and just cleaves into Vero. Vero, you have never been hit quite that hard, maybe close. And you all watch as Vero doubles over the sword. You can see the magic of Vermouth's like shield kind of blunt the blow a little bit as Vero falls flat. He is cut across the gut. The creature will look up.
This
I use my points to try to make this last as long as possible.
Go ahead.
know.
You did good. Go ahead, Songbird. What were you gonna ask?
how far away is he? Vero.
Vero is right there.
From me.
Right.
Yeah, but from
Um,
me, what is that distance?
So if I draw an arrow from you to Vero, he is about 25 feet away. Because remember, you're on a wall, so you're up.
Uh-huh. Okay. Would it be possible to cast Healing Word on him?
How far away does he have to be?
60.
Yeah, so he's
I-
close. He's
I
close
think
enough.
The distance is 60. Yeah.
So, but hold on, because it's still his turn. He hit him. So,
Mm-hmm.
so he is going to look down at him and just. Is there no one else?
Rude. So rude.
He'll shake his head and turn pathetic.
Roz, go out
Roz
there.
is going to go out the door.
So as he turns and walks away, shaking his head, Roz comes running out.
Yep. Well, he's not really running, but he's
Sauntering.
walking quickly.
Okay. So you see the kobolds get nervous and tense, and some of them start poking spears in the direction of the prisoners. And you see, like, he's got his back to you. So
Yep.
you see him go, no. And he turns and looks over his shoulders and he says, a second worthy challenger? I hope you put up a better fight than this one.
Roz is going to shoulder his bow, and he's going to look at this guy, and in Draconic, he's going to say, "You are some hero. Fists against a great sword." And with that, he's going to reach down and pick up Vero and just turn on a heel and take his, turn his back to this guy and take Vero back into the keep.
So you fist against him. You're such the hero. He just watches you. Again, still holding his hand out towards the group. As you turn to like walk in, Songbird, you could get your spell off before they get inside.
That would be good.
Okay. So
Give me 1 second.
do you even have enough? Oh yeah, you guys got to. No. Do you even have
Got one.
spells left?
One.
Okay, one spell. Go ahead.
One.
There's been no resting.
Yeah. I know. That's why I have just the one, because you let us level. All right, so I just need to target Vito, right?
Yes, target
Before
Vero.
I do it?
Yes.
Okay. And then heal.
Okay. So, Vero, you feel that you're moving, your eyes kind of flutter open, and you're looking at Roz.
As Roz is walking away with Vero, he's not going to turn around, but he's going to say it loud enough where, what if this guy's name was Siren Wrath or something? "You've had your fun. Release the prisoners, as you promised." And he's going to keep walking.
So, he kind of like watches you, and for those of you like on the wall looking, you can see that he is just staring at Vero, like the back of Roz's head. And then he like looks over his shoulder and nods, and you see like the kobolds immediately break into releasing the prisoners, but they don't release him immediately. They take the logs off of them and untie them, but they're still holding them at bay as the dragon creature looks up at the walls and says, I will keep my word, even though you sent me your weakest. And then he will turn and start walking back towards them.
Rude. Very rude.
I'm surprised you even hit him, to be honest.
I'm not, but I roll well most of the time, and you just shit on me every time. The last couple times I'll knock out like two people in a row, and you're like, crit, and I'm down. Like, every time.
No, that was very heroic. You, like, in the scheme of things, you fought him. So you're like 5 foot, he's 7 foot, David Goliath.
I'm almost
He couldn't.
6 foot.
Okay, so you know what? I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. Shut up. So, like, he couldn't touch you. You were dodging and weaving, and you basically had him on his heels a couple times with, like, some strikes, and then he just caught you. Like, it was one of those things. Maybe you got a little cocky. Yeah, that was
a great sword.
With the great sword, yes.
We get inside the gate.
I take the completely defensive route, which is anti-cocky, and somehow I get cocky and I get slapped.
He got lucky.
Yep.
That's what we'll
Yeah,
call it.
I got lucky. That's what it was. Yeah.
Cocky would be taking the defensive route to get extra hits each time, like I was going to be able to pummel through him.
I get through the gate and I very gently, I can see him that he's awake anyway. I'm going to set him down gently and lean him up against the nearest crate or box.
Okay.
I would have said something, but
close
then
the
when
door.
he agreed to release them, I just stayed quiet.
So
I'm going to stand in the doorway waiting for him to release.
So when you come inside, several people are running towards you, Vero. The cleric is there. He's like, as soon as you come in, he's like, are you okay? Where does it hurt? Oh, that's a nasty one. Hold on. This might hurt a little. And he starts pressing on your stomach where the wound is. And all of you who are watching, you see like little sparks of light coming from his fingertips. But he is pressing on Vero's wound. And he will heal you. How much hit points did you have? Like, what's your max? Oh, you're
15.
back. You're back to max. Oh, actually, I killed you. Hold on. The other way. Sorry.
See, you just want to kill me. It's just more and more proof that you just want me dead.
That is so bad.
That is so not true. Would you stop it? Okay, so he will come over and heal. He will come over and like heal you and work on you, making sure you're feeling okay. You will see that the dwarf comes over. He says, "What were you thinking? Like, you didn't even take any armor."
I'm normally very difficult to hit.
It didn't look like it from here.
Want to try me?
Maybe. Are you feeling up
As
to
you're
it?
recovering, as you're
I'll stand up. I'll
staring
stand
back to the
up.
dead.
I'll stand up.
Oh, I could have sworn he cut you in half. He's looking up at you now because you are 6 foot and he's a dwarf. He's like, wait, and he kind of like touches your tunic with the blood, and like takes blood off of you and goes, "Nope,
That's not.
It's real
very
blood."
clean.
Oh my god.
How are you
did,
not?
in fact, cut. You have a cleric.
Oh, you healed him already. He's like, of course, dwarf. I don't know what you pointy ears do. Ah. He starts.
Ooh.
He walks away.
Does he
Old
walk
statement.
past
I'm
Songbird?
going to take an action for take a dodge action and be like, you want to try to take a swing?
Okay, but maybe we should wait till we get the prisoners back. But I'm here all the time. I mean,
I just wave my hand at him, like wave.
like You just go like this.
Like no, like beckoning wave.
Like this. Wait, the
Yes.
Bruce,
Like, bring
the
it
Bruce
on.
Lee.
Yes.
No, he's
Mhm.
doing the Bruce Lee. Come here.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Let me deal with the outside because I think Escobar would come over and be like, I don't know why you went out there. Look how easy you are at hit. He will take a punch at you, but we're gonna hold that because this is happening outside. So, Siren Wrath will actually head over to where his troops are, and you will see as soon as he is safely away from the range of most of the bowmen and near cover, they will push the prisoners towards the keep. Once they are close enough to the keep, you will see that the troops, the invaders, will start to like disappear into the smoke and the fires of the burning buildings. They seem to be leaving.
Pretty smart. They waited till they're out of range before they release their leverage.
Right, because I know if they would have released them, Roz was going to shoot that dude. Who wouldn't? Let's take some.
Anyway, Roz
Patient,
is
calm people.
beckoning them to come.
They like some of them immediately like start running. The soldiers will run, but like watch their backs. And they will make it over to you, and they were like, "We thought we were dead. Oh, so many people."
Be sure you thank the one that orchestrated your release.
With that, so you're just gonna let him take a swing, right?
Yeah, I'm going to attempt to not let him hit me, but yes, I'm going to let him swing at me.
All right, I'm just looking for his stat sheet because I passed it. I didn't think I was gonna have to put him on the combat tracker.
I just have
Who would-
prone on me. That's the only thing.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take prone off of you because you did stand up. You have patient defense on you. Okay, so he's going. He's like he's gonna come back.
I swear, if you double crit me right now again.
Oh wait, I have inspiration. Remember, you asked for this. So he is gonna come over to you. He is carrying a spear, but he kind of like sets it down as he walks over. And he's like, cracks his knuckles. He says, "All right," and he will like throw himself like throw a right hook at you. Okay.
Okay.
And because I have them and I need to use them or else I have to redeem them, I am going to use one of the inspirations. So I am going to give myself advantage. Well, I'm not going to give myself advantage. I'm going to give him advantage.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm sensing like hostilities from this group, and I don't like it. All right, I'm going to use his attack for the spear because it would be about the same. He's not spearing you though; he's punching you.
Okay.
Okay. And I get to tick off one of the inspirations that I've had. See, look, now they won't be here from something important. Maybe.
Cat doesn't even believe you.
That didn't even give me the advantage. Oh, because I had disadvantage. Yes, that's fair. So he takes a swing at you, and how do you dodge it? Because he misses you, like, pretty bad.
I just slightly sidestep, so he just, like, all his weight goes past me.
Are you going to trip him?
Just kind of
Did you at least trip him on the way by?
You just
I mean,
sidestep him?
if he went with advantage, I feel like he went with more oomph than a normal. So I just
full bore.
Just step out of the way enough where all his weight goes right by me, and he.
I learned that expression the other day. Full bore, right? That's right. Did I use it right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Full
good.
hog.
Oh no, I didn't use it right then. Never mind.
Oh, you did. That's just another way of saying it.
Yeah.
Oh, something pig. All right. So you push him as he goes by, give him a flick on the ear like a hole. And he will sprawl. At the same time, you hear, make sure you thank the one that orchestrated your release. and people were just coming in to go toward, and they're like, him, that one. The dwarf will kind of like stand up, brush himself. He's, okay, maybe you are hard to hit, but he hit you. So my comment still stands. You should have wore armor, like mine. He like taps on the chain.
I mean, he had armor and I still hit him.
Yeah, but you didn't hit him hard enough. If he didn't have armor and you would have hit him, maybe you would have knocked him out. And
armor doesn't
maybe
make you stronger, and I dodge. I don't hope that the armor will withstand a blow. I attempt to move out of the way or redirect.
you fight weird. You know, somebody get this man an axe. You should try weapons. It might help.
I bonk him on the head with a just nothing harmful, but like I do have a quarterstaff, but I usually walk with it. I just bonk him on the head with it.
You hit him with the quarterstaff?
Yeah, just bonk him on the head with it.
Rolls a hit. He's on the combat tracker. I didn't make him visible for you though, did I?
No,
Mm-mm.
I can just roll it.
Yeah, just roll it. I'll apply it to him. So you're like, whack! He's like, hey! It's a good thing I have a hard head. Ow. He says, well, why didn't you do that out there?
I'm better with my hands.
I don't believe it.
I'm not starting a brawl here. I'm just going to.
No. You're not walking away from that. Come on. Lay one on me.
Ginya's going to jump down off the wall because she sees what's happening. And she's going to go kind of insert herself between them and go, guys, calm down. We've got bigger problems.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all can finish this later.
You and me, Elf. You and me. Mono, whatever.
Fear's just going to cross his arms and walk away.
You see him, the dwarf walks away rubbing his head. While this is all going on, people will finally like look over to you, Roz, and go, is now a good time?
Yes, now.
So they walk over to you and throw you in some hugs. You see that you have reunited a family. The sergeant will come over and lift you off the ground and then kind of topple because his leg still hurts. But he's like, no, I'm fine. Thank you so much. People are crying. There's a lot of happiness. You see several of the soldiers from the walls start shouting, they're leaving. And you're kind of left there with, there's a sense of, okay, we won, but at what cost? And did we really win? Because if you look out over the wall, probably 80% of Greenest is in flame.
Winning is always better if you survived it. Winning is a form of... Wait, words are switched around. Surviving is a form of winning.
Survival is form of winning.
Yep, that's what I was trying to go for.
Mm-hmm. See, it's hard, right? You laugh at me when I do it.
I do it all the time. What are you talking about?
I know.
Yes, homes can be rebuilt. Lives that are taken cannot be renewed.
So, the sergeant, while you guys are all there trying to be positive and like, again, most people are happy that they're leaving. The ones that don't realize how much damage because they can't see, they're happy. They think that this is a victory. That Vero went out there and did something. He drove the invaders back. So people are congratulating him, even though he had to be carried in.
Vero is going to find his box and sit.
You're gonna find your box and sit. So, People
It's
are.
his happy place.
Yeah, he found his happy place. So people are, congratulating all of you, being thankful. But you do see the problem with this whole situation. Greenus is 80% destroyed. Several of the militia are dead. Their force of militia is probably down to about 10%. And if this group ever decides to come back, well, there's nothing to stop them. Not that Vermouth cares one bloody bit about that. Go ahead, tell me that you care.
They're willing to pay you in grain. Oh,
Is that too soon? Again, I just need like 100 pieces of paper, be level 3, spend like a half a day crafting a paper bird, and I can send it to my sister. She could bless the lands, make it super fertile, crops will grow abundantly.
Yeah, that might happen.
Yeah.
So while this conversation is going on and people are communicating, you will see that the sergeant is talking to his sister. And the children are huddled around him. He's like, "What did you see? What happened?" She says, "I don't understand it. They were just taking people and they grabbed the monk." "What do you mean?" "They took him captive. He wasn't one of the prisoners they released, but I know they didn't kill him. He was alive when I last saw him." He's like, "What do they want with the monks?" "I don't know." And they kind of like look over in all of y'all direction.
I keep getting confused because we have a monk, and I hear the word monk, and I look at our monk, and I'm like, it's the only monk I know.
And he was just wounded, but he's fine now. Look.
Right. I don't understand why everyone's worried.
How close are they to where like Songbird and Vero are? And Jinya.
They're looking at all of you like a group. So you are all right
Yep.
there. You
But
heard
where
it.
are they standing? Are they closer to the tower? Are they near the three of us, at least?
Yes.
Okay. He's hurt. Songbbird's going to go over to wherever he is, which is why I was asking where they are.
Mm-hmm.
And ask her to kind of repeat what she just said. Because one of those monks was Leosin, right?
Leosin, yes.
Uh-huh.
He
So asking her to repeat or maybe give more detail on what she saw.
they caught him. They surrounded him and a few of us in one of the alleys. Leosin and his apprentice fought. They tried to defend us, but there was too many of them. They overwhelmed us, and we were all taken captive. I was knocked out. When I came to, we were all tied up. But Leosin and his apprentice were there.
Did you hear anything of any indication on why they seem to be targeted?
Why were any of us targeted?
Good question, but why did it seem specifically for them? Did you hear any possible gossip?
I'm sorry, no. One of the children will pull on her skirt, and she's like, "What is it?" And she's like, and the mother will lean down, and the little girl will like whisper into her mother's ear, and the mother will stand back up, and she says that she heard them saying something about taking them to the camp.
To the camp? Is there anything else? No? Okay. Thank you. You're so helpful.
Like, go play with go find your sister. So she'll like look at you, and she'll kind of do like a little curtsy, And then she'll run off to go find her sister. She says, they've been through a lot, but we do appreciate everything you've done for us, especially that one. She'll point over at Vero, who's got his eyes closed and not looking at anybody. She says,
Correct.
that was very brave. I hope he's okay.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be just fine.
At that point, they're going to leave you to go about your businesses. And the day will come and there will be birds singing. The sky is filled with smoke, but there is hope. A little. Night Hill will eventually approach you. He's still got the bandage on half his face. His arm is still in a sling. He's like, I don't know if I would have done the same thing as him. That's a brave man you have there. Again, talking about Vero, like Vero's can't hear any of this because he's sitting on a box and is not paying attention to anything.
I feel like I'm paying attention, but I guess
Just right. I think
because
you
I'm
hear
not-
what's going on, but you're not acknowledging what's going on.
yeah, I'm not acknowledging or no eye contact. Yeah.
He will say, we were very lucky to make it through the night, and we were lucky that you came upon Greenest. We owe you a great thanks. I'm sure that we can, once we start, we might be able to find some things to reward you. We don't have much, but I'm sure that giving us a little time, we'll make it up to you. But I am afraid I may have to ask you for one more favor. And as you hear, like quietly in the background, you hear "son of a bitch" from Vermouth. That's where we're gonna end.
Throws her arms up. God.
No, because I saw her do it, and I was like, "Yes, that's my ending."
We haven't even gotten any sleep.
I know, she's so tired.
Actually, no. This task it's not immediate. I mean, the sooner you leave, the better. But they're gonna you're gonna lick your wounds.
We're not Roz.
Try and plan it out, and you can actually get to 3rd level if you guys would like to level.
Yay!
Yes.
Now I can catch things.
Now you can do it because it's been driving me crazy that you can't. I'm just giving you the level so you can do it, so you can stop it.
Oh, we didn't
Also-
earn it. You're just
Wow.
giving it to us.
Gem Knight-
Dang.
Yeah, we haven't earned that at all.
Thank you for the follow, man.
But Songbird actually did want to talk to the governor.
Well, he's standing there, so we can pick up next week with you talking to the governor, and then deciding what you all want to do. Rhino, can you do me a favor? Can you do a shout out for Gem Knight, please?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys had fun. That was fun for me.
Of course it was.
I was
Of course it
really
was.
looking forward to having a good back and forth with this guy because it's like
Honestly,
I think at that given point I was the hardest one to hit in the group.
Oh yeah, no, I think you definitely held your own longer than I thought you would, because when you said I'm going, I was like, what?
You did.
I had key points. I knew I would use them to dodge
Yeah, no.
to try to get it to last as long as possible.
And I was
Yeah.
like, all right, I'll miss him a few times. Like, I'm sure I'm going to miss him because disadvantage.
You thought I hit at the 17. You thought you hit with the 17. Didn't
I did.
You?
I was like, ooh. And you were like, no, my AC. I was like, oh, okay, better. So I was like, all right, he could stay out there as long as I don't touch him. And then I crit on you. The only time I ever
Lovely.
kill you is when I crit.
You do that more frequently than
No,
I think
you just notice it more than it should happen.
I think we need to have a counter for it. I really do.
We should. I need a
Yes,
bunch
yes,
of
we do.
counters. I need a crit
do.
counter on Rhino. Whenever I crit Rhino, I need a pun counter for Rhino. You know what? A lot of the counters revolve around Rhino. It's like a Rhino counter.
It's the Rhino stat counter.
Rhino
block.
stats. Just in the corner. He died. Crits. Puns.
Puns.
Anyway, all right. So, unfortunately, this group won't be here in 2 days. We'll be playing on Thursday again. We'll be playing Dragonlance. That's my other group. They're kind of fun too. So if you can come by, check us out.
With Rhino.
Rhino's in that one too. See, Rhino just plays in all of my games, so he gets crit a lot because statistically, he's a target more often.
With love, he's a target more
it's
often.
math. Listen, he volunteered to go get smacked. I have no
Very
I did
bravely
everything.
volunteered.
I
I
just
might
want to
add.
point out.
I was
I did
badass up
everything-
until you got hit.
I did everything in my power to prevent a crit, and you roll a 20 and 19. I'm like, oh, it's not an at 20. Oh, he crits on 19s. Of course he does.
Well, that's just...
I do everything in my power to prevent it, and you're like, he still gets crits on 19s.
Okay. And he was all right. That's fine. But yes, that's what he is. So, but up until that point, man, I saw it. Like when you walked out, you were just doing your casual walk. Like, yeah, all right. You give me your best. I could see like the hair flowing, the two of you facing off, vultures in the air because of all the dead, and it was just like one of those scenes. And then all of a sudden, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the fight lasted longer than it did by the dice. That's how I see it. That's how you should see it.
I feel like it could have gone a lot longer if it wasn't for the crit.
I
Because I could
agree.
have survived at least one solid hit. I could have taken
Right.
if it wasn't for a crit, and then I would have. Yeah, I don't think I would have beaten him
No,
by
I
any
don't.
measure of imagination. But
Look, I like to think you were punching him. Hunting down weaknesses, trying to find the kink in the armor. There was like some exchanges where he couldn't touch you, and then at one point he just feigned you. Maybe you hit him and he kind of went down, and then just came up real hard and caught you and just, surprise.
Disemboweled you. Yeah.
He got lucky.
Yeah, he got lucky.
Uh-huh.
It was I see it in my headspace. It was a very,
It was an epic battle.
Epic battle. In the D&D
Oh my
dice
goodness.
roll, no, you got fucking stomped. But it's okay.
Are we leveling up on stream?
It's
or-
all right.
If you guys, well, I'll leave the table. We should probably say goodbye to stream and let them go. They don't need to see you leveling up. But you can level up your characters now. So I was saying, Thursday we'll be with another group. Unfortunately, Rhino will probably get crit in that one. And then
I hope not. I'm squishy in that one.
Oh no, we're not doing the one shot on Saturday. So this Saturday, I don't know. We'll see what we're gonna do. I might do some like art stuff. That might be interesting. We'll see.
Yeah,
It would be interesting.
Yeah.
it would be.
Yes, all of you have seen the picture. Nobody else has, so they don't know what
That's
I'm talking
right.
about.
They would be very
Mhm.
interested.
Yes, so we might do some art streams.
Yep,
We'll
very
see.
much
Maybe
so.
tomorrow we'll do some coloring. We'll see how it goes. Also, this group will be back next week before the holidays, and that will probably be the last game before the holidays, and then we're gonna miss a week. But yes, come by, join us. It's always a pleasure to have everybody. We like sharing the fun with everyone. And that's really about it for me. Do any of you have anything you want to talk about before we go? Like your streams, the things that you do. Like gaming and whatever on Friday
Yes,
that we're all
on
going to be involved
Fridays.
in. Yeah.
Yes,
Community whatever.
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
It's the
Yep.
Christmas community gaming. We'll be doing some Fall Guys. We'll be doing some Among Us. It'll be Lady M.
And it'll be with our friends here.
Yeah, Furied will be there. Are you streaming on to Friday too?
Yeah, I'll stream it as well.
Yay! So
Yay!
we'll be streaming. Havoc, are you going to stream it, or are you just going to come play with us?
No, I just lurk about because I don't really like I can't do the Fall Guys thing. And I'll probably just die a lot in Among Us. I don't think anybody's going to enjoy that. I'm here for the
die a lot in Among Us.
I'm here for the
Everyone dies in
commentary.
Okay. So commentary.
Rhino's going to be joining us too. Rhino will be
And-
there too.
And we
Yeah.
will
And
have
then
a
we
lot
got
of
Breezy and so many more.
we've got a lot of special guests. It will be a good time. So
Mhm.
we hope to see everybody there. If you're not playing, at least come by and hang out and chat.
It'll be fun. Holiday spirit.
Tomorrow.
We're all getting drunk.
What?
Sure, I'll buy
No.
a bottle of wine.
I'm gonna make
What?
some. I'm
Tomorrow,
gonna make
me and
some
you are playing
coquito,
Baldur's Gate
and this time
3.
I'm putting Ren. Well, who's tomorrow? What? I'm sorry.
Baldur's Gate 3 with Rob and Robin.
Is that tomorrow? I thought it was next week.
That's tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow I'll be playing Baldur's Gate G. Gem, that might be interesting. We play as a group, and they're just dragging me behind. They just let me come follow them around, and every now and then they point at a chest and go, "Open that." Okay. So, all right, everyone. Anything else? We're all good. All right, say goodnight,
we're all
everyone. Oh, raid! Hold on, we gotta see if we're gonna raid. I'm so bad.
Wait,
What?
I need to
Who?
double check something. Jem,
we-
are you streaming right now?
Is he?
Because mine's showing that he's streaming, but I also see him in chat. So is he multitasking like hell?
Yeah, I follow Jim. He's not streaming. In fact, the only people
Mine says he is. I don't
refresh.
I did refresh.
I don't see it.
That's
Okay.
why I'm confused. I'm like, wait, what?
I don't know. All right, so the only people I'm following they're playing Sea of Thieves. Oh,
Ants.
who?
Ants. Ants is playing Sea of Thieves.
Ants? I follow. He's not on. I see Square Melix and I see Flitter.
He's on. You might have to scroll down further.
He's not on. Maybe I have to refresh mine too. Hold on. Refresh.
Or click show more.
On the raid thing, there's a show more button.
No.
Oh no! On the rate thing, it
Okay.
only shows like
You gotta
4
Yes.
suggestions.
Listen, I'm not that bright, but like I have some things. So is Ant on there?
Yeah,
What is
he's
it?
on there.
Yes. Ants, Gem.
Well, I'm just going to raid over into you so that everybody can go over to the same place.
Okay, I'll wait for all your raids and then we'll go raid somewhere else.
All right. Give us a second. We'll arrange you to get over there. Hold on.
It'll
Okay.
be fun.
Oh,
All right.
All
I
right.
see,
here we
I
go.
see Ant. Okay, let me go join his channel too so I can listen to all the raid shenanigans. All right, so Ant
Those
is
shenanigans are fun.
yes, they are. So for those of you who don't know, Ant was the person I played in Gilded Blades with, along with Furied and a few others. He's a really cool guy. He is a Sea of Thieves pro. So let's go over there, give him some love. Oh, hello, Raiders. I'm pretty sure you know
Hello.
what we're about to do. Welcome in, but we're getting ready to go somewhere else. We're just waiting for somebody else's group, I think.
Should be
There they
coming in
go.
soon,
There it is.
Hopefully.
I know a lot of you are probably
Huzzah!
repeat followers, but let's go over it and we're going to go right in. Now that I have triples of everyone, this will be fantastic. Wait, I've done something wrong. Okay, all right, we're going to start the raid. So everybody, go give him some love. Really cool guy. We like him a lot. Bye, everyone. Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
And we should be there.
Yep, we're there.
Okay, good. And I will stop mine now.
I'm trying to get mine to stop. Hold on. There we go.